Hey, back again. Episode 15. Better wake up.
15.
Wake up. 15. Wait, how do you say 15 in a mark?
That's what I missed.
Don't quiz me.
The way I said 15, like in Spanish, like that's crazy. I should know
Your
that.
Spanish
in a
pronunciation is better than your own native tongue, bro.
Yeah,
Don't quiz me on the numbers.
That's a problem.
I can't count.
Let's go, man. What's up? We damn, episode 15 is crazy.
15 weeks straight.
Hey, man. Welcome to episode 15 of the WeSoCultured podcast. I am your friendly neighborhood host, Jonas. Got some good people to my right as always. What's up, Sam?
What's going on?
Came in with a nice old fit today.
Yeah, I had work.
Nice little fit. You came straight from work.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm fucking exhausted.
Hey, you better get your energy up, man. What's up, Dawit? What's good?
What's happening, man?
What's good?
And,
Keep the applause going for Dawit, man.
Welcome, Fasika and Kwame Derison to all the people celebrating.
For sure. Happy Easter to all. We filming this early to get this out for you guys. It's a great day, man. Sadly, Mello is out sick. You know, we miss him. He'll be back. We want him to get better, though.
We got a soundbite.
We need one of
We
those.
don't. We need one of those. Yeah. Shout out Mello, though. He'll be back.
This guys stinks.
He'll be back next week, man. Rest up, bro. Well, let's get it started, man. How's y'all's week been so far? It's hump day, so how's it been?
I'm ready to go on vacation.
Right, you are going on vacation.
Yeah. That's it.
Looking
I'm done with
forward
work.
to
I'm
that.
tired. Yeah. I'm ready to retire. Fuck it. I'm ready to hang up the hat.
I know that's always nice to get some vacay time. How about you, Di? How's your week been so far?
It's been cool so far, man. You know, gearing up to let the lady move in the next week.
Let's go. Let me get the
real
round
excited.
of applause.
That's big.
To grow.
You know, it's gonna be great to have her, you know, in the house, getting the ladies' touch to the place. She's
Yes.
you know, she's already probably added the ladies' touch to my life. You know, now it's time to do it to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
He's gonna get Potter of the Month again. Like,
I know.
This man be dropping gems. Like,
I know.
that's what's up, though.
Making me look bad. Everybody in the comments, man.
Right, bro.
Yo.
This man be
didn't somebody
dropping-
say I look like husband material on,
Yeah.
on the chat at some point, bro?
This man got fans out
They
here.
said
man.
Sam's cool, but man,
Yeah, I was gonna send that in the chat. That shit sent me.
what kind of backhanded compliment is that,
Yeah.
yo?
That was
she
like-
really didn't have to say that.
Yeah,
Like,
she
why'd
said,
you-
I love Sam, but and I
Like-
was like, what's the phrase to anything before the word but is bullshit?
Exactly, yo. It's like,
She don't love you, bro.
why are you shooting?
Yeah, man. That's what's up, though. Shout out to y'all, man. We love a good power couple. Y'all making
Yeah,
it
man.
happen, man.
Is there anything in here you feel like is absolutely gonna go? Like this, the second she's here, you should be like, "Get this! What is this? Get it out of here!"
Man, it's kind of already happened without her physically here. I feel like the projector in my room is
The projector's gonna-
eventually.
Yeah.
I think for right now it's allowed, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, because here's the thing. The thing with me is that I don't really do a whole lot of decorative stuff, and we kind of had some verbal contracts here. So like, this is my man cave, right? And she was like, I'm not going to touch anything in there. And we came to that agreement. And then what we did in the bedroom was kind of, I want this gone. I want this can stay, this, that, and the third. We both kind of worked through that.
Right.
And then the kitchen, she didn't really care. Good
Really?
thing. Yeah.
I would
She
have thought
was
she'd
like,
been like, "Nah." Like,
no, that's what I would have thought too. I was like, you know, I like the way things are, and I'm cool with moving things around as long as it makes sense.
It is
and
a
she was
pretty
kinda
open
like-
kitchen, though. It's pretty nice.
And I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty, like, everything is pretty functional in where it's put, like, where the plates and stuff are makes sense, where the
Yeah.
pots and stuff are makes sense, where the glasses are, all that, right? I'm still willing to rearrange it, but like, she's cool with the way things are.
yeah.
I mean, there is one drawer, and I think this might be an Abshot thing, but there's a kitchen drawer that I have full of like installation manuals for furniture around the house and batteries.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
And
Those
I
gotta
was
go.
like,
Yeah.
my dad did that,
It's
so
just
I did it.
It's a miscellaneous drawer.
It's a miscellaneous drawer
Yeah.
meant for like, oh, we need
Yeah.
batteries.
Yep.
The kitchen drawer right next to the fridge, bro.
Everybody has one of those.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But she told me to empty it. So
Yeah. I asked that because I feel like there's things in your house, like as a man, you just think is such a great idea. And then it isn't until like a woman is around where you're like, why did I do that?
Yeah, bro, like that
Like,
drawer
why did I
too. Even that drawer alone, it's like there's places you could put instruction manuals and batteries,
Right.
bro. This house has so many rooms in it,
Yeah.
and so many closets.
Yeah, it's
But
like
why did I feel the need to put it there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not wrong. It just was nice at the time.
Yeah, like
just
you know,
there.
like this is just the way that I function, bro. Like, but it's and then the probably the house is gonna have a little more visual appeal to it. Like
Right.
I think that's the thing that a lot of people end up having when a girl move in is like you got pictures up on the wall, like posters, this, that, and the third or
Right.
whatever. But y'all see the house. Like I don't do that.
Me neither,
So
bro.
like
Me neither.
she's gonna come in and want to put stuff on the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna be
hang
cool
up
with
anything
that.
in my room until 2 years in.
I still don't have anything hanging in my room. The only thing
I
hanging in
don't
my
have
room is a
anything.
projector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally that's it. No, that and this thing that she made for when we got to 6 months. It was like this little hand print paint thing or whatever. It's got both of our hands on it and
Aw,
like the timeline on it.
That's cute.
Yeah, so that's up on the wall. And a
Yeah.
whiteboard calendar that I fill out every few months.
Yeah,
like everything else can go.
We're simple creatures.
Oh, I'm a simple guy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and everything in my calendar is in my phone. So it's kind of like the whiteboard thing. I need to get back on that because one thing that I did I don't really care for the daily inspiration quotes, but like there was one that I had written across the top it was something that generally speaking, it said, aim to do all these things right. And then if you even do half, it was more than you were planning on doing, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like it's like as I pass out of that room, you can't ignore it. It's
Right.
literally right there at
Yeah.
eye level.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the exact quote was, but that's essentially what it boiled down to was like aim to do all these things. And if you do half,
Yeah.
you've already done more than,
That's fair. That's what's up. Dang. I can't wait till I'm at that point in my life when I can like say like, yeah, my girl's moving in, bro. That's a flex, bro.
It is. Yeah.
That's a flex. A lot of relationships like they don't
Bro,
get
you
to that point.
lying. You can't wait.
Yeah.
I feel like you could wait.
He
You
has
just
to.
potting, bro.
Whatever.
You
He has
just
to.
potting.
He has
You
to.
only wants them on his side, bro.
Nah. I don't care about them.
Selling a dream.
We're gonna, at some
selling
point,
a
somebody's
dream.
going to bring up a second date and he's going to be like, man, I want to get to that point.
Oh shit.
Hey, man,
Nah,
you know,
I mean,
when,
I know eventually I'll get there. Obviously, it won't be anytime soon, but
Yeah,
that's awesome to see. Though.
one failed dating experience at a time, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
There's no rush.
For sure.
Yeah.
You want to get into these celebrities that went to space and got back?
Insane.
Let's see. Who were the celebrities that went?
Insane. You want me to name them off?
Oh, you know them by
I know some of
off
them.
memory? All
I
right,
know
go.
some of them. I know it was Gayle King for sure. That's Oprah's bestie. It was Katy Perry. And I know because it's the ship from Blue Origin from Jeff Bezos' company, his wife, I think they're married. His girl went on there too. And it was like an all women crew, flight crew, like passengers, everything, just only women. So I know they went up to space for, it's not a rocket. I think it's like a plane that kind of goes way higher than any other plane, and like it'll be in space essentially for like 4 minutes. So they get like 4 minutes of just floating around basically.
How long were they in space?
I just said it, 4 minutes.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
But isn't it like longer?
Were you
Sorry,
imagining?
I see the tweet and it just made me laugh.
You were imagining like Interstellar, like they blew off in a rocket and they were like in space.
Damn, I thought they were
in
like,
astronaut
actually-
suits.
Yeah.
Nah.
So, they were
So
just
this
like,
is like dipping your feet in the water at the
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
So
It's literally they go.
shouldn't say space then.
Well, because
They went to the sky.
they went really high.
They went to the cloud.
pool. No, you had to pass the clouds to at least be able.
But it's like, yeah, they literally get to the point where now you have like no gravity or whatever. And then they did back down.
So they just went up, gave it a high five, and came back.
Exactly.
Yeah, get that
Yeah.
bullshit out of here.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
this was on some like difficult shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not a rocket. I'm pretty sure it's like a I think it's not like a traditional
Damn.
rocket.
Who's the Lawrence Sanchez?
That's a Bezos' wife or girlfriend or whatever she
Oh,
is.
okay.
Oh, that's the
here's
crew.
wait,
This
never
is the
mind.
whole
You see the crew,
conglomerate
yeah.
of people that went, right?
Yeah.
The-
That's some of them.
No.
Wait, what the fuck?
Nah, this is something made
Yeah,
up.
that's a meme or some
That's
shit
a
because all the
meme.
faces look
Because
the
that's not
same.
even, that's not Gayle King,
I was
bro.
like, what the fuck?
That is not Gayle King.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope though. So it was the first all-female crew.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I saw some people were giving them, some flack for like, oh, it's just rich people doing rich people things.
It
like
is.
like none of us could afford to do that. I don't know how much the tickets were.
I mean, yeah.
They're probably hundreds of $1,000s.
yeah,
I'm
it
assuming.
is. They're just bored. They don't care about science or what's up there.
Yeah, so I think it, is just one of those things that,
They
I
were
don't know
bored,
I don't
bro.
know if it'll ever be available for the common person.
I think though that might be a way of them rolling it out like that. Like they might want to try and have these available for the common person. So that's why
At some
they're
point.
getting celebrities to go to make it seem like, oh, this
At
is
some
a fun thing.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's not disclosed how much it costs, by the way, but it says it requires a deposit of $150K.
That says enough. That says enough.
Jesus. If you got that much money to spend for a 4-minute
Oh, look.
trip like that,
They auctioned off seats before with one of them selling, the first one selling for $28 million.
damn.
$28 million to go like touch zero gravity and come back.
Yeah.
That's how I know it's just rich people because they're just like
They're
they're
just bored,
bored with
bro.
their money.
They're bored.
Yeah.
So-
Like, and then we sit here and consume it online, them talking about it.
I mean,
it
if
was
y'all
a crazy experience, the whole 30 seconds.
Yeah.
if y'all had the ability to or like the money to, would you do it?
No.
Hell no.
No.
I mean,
Hell
we were
no.
just talking about it. Like, I won't skydive. I won't get in a hot air balloon. I'm not scuba diving. What would make me want to go? How many miles is it to space?
No, it's insane. It's insane. I think if I had to choose between this, like fly really high and barely get into space, versus skydiving, I'd probably still choose this because at least I'm not free falling.
Yeah. Agreed.
But skydiving is like $200. This is like $20 million.
Yeah.
$28 million to go 62 miles.
Yeah.
It's 62 miles to get to the boundary of atmosphere and Earth outer space.
For 4 minutes of like floating. You can do that in the
Yep.
water.
Jeez.
It is crazy though. The funny part is, no matter how much they sell these tickets for, they're still not recouping what they spent to like make the thing.
They spent $450K per mile.
Right. Yeah. But like to build the spaceship and everything
Or
probably cost billions and
225.
billions and billions. They didn't even scratch the surface on repaying that.
And it's like still to this day, so like it's just another one of those things where it's like, why are we exploring this?
Why are we exploring?
Yeah. But they didn't even explore anything.
No, I know. I meant in general, even going into
Just
space.
going into
Like,
space in
what do we have to gain?
I mean, at
we're
some
already
point,
destroying the ozone, so we're gonna
yeah.
send a rocket through it.
I mean, didn't
with
they say at
people in
some
it.
point Mars will be
That's what
will
they're
be
trying to
able to
do.
live on Mars?
That's what they're trying to do.
Send Elon their stat.
Hey man.
Send him.
What if
He's not gonna be the first.
and then cancel his return flight.
They said they're trying to build. They said they're trying to build a space hotel. You
Oh
see that?
shit.
Yeah.
That's live for them.
For them.
For them.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I think that would be very cool for other people.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's literally like when you have that much money, you're just like you've already done everything you could do. At that point, you're just looking for shit like this.
New
So,
experiences.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
that's what
same
it is.
thing as a submarine joint, bro.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
It's sad, but like,
Yeah.
that's how it is for them. They're
That's
literally
just-
like, oh my god, we've done everything. What we haven't gone to space.
I think, but I do think that's like a human thing. Is like you're just
Yeah.
people look for like new experiences, and I feel like if you're that rich, you've just done everything that anyone could do or think of, and now you're like, well, let me go into space. Let me get out of here.
Nah, yeah. Even if I had that much money, I don't think I would do it.
Hell no.
I think I would be so deep into philanthropy that I wouldn't even
Yeah.
have the money to spend on shit like that.
Yeah. I feel like the only person on that crew who it makes sense is probably Gayle King. Because everyone else is pretty young. she's at least, you know,
Yeah, maybe
like
if I
she-
got to that age,
where it's like,
Oh,
I
true,
would
true,
feel a
true,
little
yeah.
more willing
if
to
stuff
do
didn't
that.
work out, it's like,
That's
well, I live
true.
my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm at an old age, I would do it.
You know?
Yeah, I think maybe at that point.
How old is
it's
she? She's
like-
got to be like 70.
Yeah.
I think
For
she's
sure.
up there.
She looks good though.
Yeah, she
She's
looks
up there.
great.
So, you know,
Yeah, I would do it.
at
Yeah,
that age,
makes
it's kind of
sense.
like, why not?
At that point, I would do it. Maybe
know?
that old, and I still got a lot of money for my whatever philanthropy that I'm pulling off. Then sure, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just can't. I can't imagine hoarding. Like, mind you, if you spent $28 million, that probably means you got a lot more left. It's like
For sure.
just in the sense of like when I spend $250 on like, you know, doing something that just on our level, right?
Yeah,
It's because I make an abundance of that.
right.
Yeah.
So if you can drop 28 mil,
They at least they got nine figures probably. Like 100 mil, 200 mil. At
is
least,
that 9
right?
figures? 7 figures is yeah.
Like if
Yeah,
they
you
spend
got to have that
28,
kind of.
You at
yeah,
least
it's got to
gotta
be
have
like
100 mil.
it's got to be like enough for you to notice, but not enough to hurt.
Yeah. That's
Like-
wild though. But
Yeah.
wait, who were the young people on here?
Katy Perry was
Katy
on there.
Perry went on there.
She probably got an album coming out.
Oh, she was definitely recording, and she's gonna include it in a music video.
Yo,
Some
the
marketing
clip
shit.
of her getting on the spaceship or whatever, she was so hyped, so excited. Like you could see her running in. She had to badge something in. She was like high-fiving, running in. And then you see Gayle King and she's just like
That's fucking hilarious.
she was just like another day, another
we gotta
dollar.
see this clip.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I personally would never. You can't convince me.
Oh, pick the 1.4 million view.
This one, the first video.
Oh yeah, we could look at that.
Gayle King wipes away a tear as she rides along with Katy Perry and 4 other fellow astronauts to the launch pad. One by one, they ring a bell. Gayle, who has a fear of flying,
hold on.
is terrified.
Who's behind her?
Pissed.
Overcoming a wall of fear, a barrier.
Of course,
It's,
Oprah's
I think
involved.
it's going to be
Some of them
cathartic
fine,
in so
though.
many
So
ways for
okay,
her.
it does look like
The
a rocket.
all-woman
It's a
crew
rocket.
joined hands in prayer. Then it's time to climb into the capsule.
Go for lunch?
Yeah, baby, go for lunch. My favorite words.
At 9:30 a.m., the rocket soared into space.
That's fucking
Passing
crazy.
through 80,000 feet, 1,300 miles per
85,000
hour.
Oprah sobbed.
Oprah watching her best friend go to space.
She and Katy Perry's fiance,
This feels like
Orlando
something out of
Bloom,
like
comforted
the
each other.
Boondocks or some shit.
Fucking sky mushroom, bro.
The women experienced 4
Literally.
minutes of weightlessness. Katy held up a daisy for the camera.
They are floating, they are weightless, they are experiencing zero G for the very first time in their lives.
They were overwhelmed by what they saw.
Oh, the moon! You guys, I have to tell you, look at the moon. Look.
Then it was time to
So, like-
return to Earth.
This thing is controlled like virtually,
Amazon
right?
founder Jeff
Remote.
Bezos had a little oops moment, face planting while inspecting the capsule. His fiancée Lauren Sanchez was the first one out. Gayle raised her hands to the heavens.
I just have to have a moment with the ground.
She got on her hands and knees
Just appreciate the ground.
I've done that after a roller coaster before,
And
bro.
kiss the
Not
earth.
kiss the ground, but
Katy raised her single daisy toward the sky. She took the flower to space to honor her 4-year-old daughter Daisy, who called out to her mom during the landing.
Just seeing
Katy! The pop star also kissed the ground.
This experience is second to being a mom.
At a press conference, Gayle was asked about that terrified
Second
look.
to being a mom
was
is
so annoyed.
Moment, I was so afraid. I just wanted to get into my seat. I just wanted to get inside the capsule and sit down.
She looks so
Never in a
over it.
gazillion years thought I could do this.
damn. I don't get the whole kissing the ground thing,
nah, I done that after a
but
roller
wait,
coaster.
so
scary,
Jeff
you know?
Bezos, this was his doing?
It's his company, yeah.
Oh shit! So is he trying to go after Elon or some shit? With
Yeah,
the
I mean,
space
you know, I feel like the only people who can compete.
Yeah, it's them.
because like in the past, space exploration was always funded by the government, like NASA.
Right.
So now America had NASA, you know, Russia had their own thing, China had their own thing, but the space program, you know, non-existent.
Jeff over here trying to go band for band with you.
Literally,
That's what I'm saying.
that's what it
Rocket
is.
for rocket.
So
Rocket for rocket.
So it's him, and then the same dude that owns Virgin Airways, Virgin Mobile.
Shit.
I think he's from South Africa also.
Okay.
I forget his name. Him and him and Elon. So those are the three that are like competing in the private space exploration. That guy, Richard Branson.
Branson.
Yeah. Oh, Richard.
So he owns Virgin Mobile, the whole like Virgin network of companies.
He looks like one of those like
He looks like he'd been to
characters in a
Epstein
movie.
Island.
Yeah. Oh, he's from England. There you go.
Yeah. We don't have to get into that.
But yeah, it's insane. I wouldn't go to space. Hell no.
Yeah, fuck that.
Again, it goes back to the skydiving thing. I don't want that to be my story.
No.
Like, you look at your Wikipedia page, born, raised,
Well, at least
died.
At least
you know what I mean? Like-
that debunked all the flat Earth shit. Cause
Did it?
Yeah, it wasn't. They showed the footage.
Yeah, but I saw all the people, of course, it's Twitter or X, a bunch of people on there showing clips of like proof that the Gayle King space expert thing is like fake. And they're trying to like show that it was a fake rocket and all this stuff. There's always people who are gonna, go into the conspiracy world.
Well,
Yeah, we don't got to get into the flat Earth shit, but I'll never believe the flat Earth shit. Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
Wait, what were we gonna say, Dawit?
No, I was saying, like, I was thinking about how much that whole trip costed, and it's like, can you even use that rocket again? You can't, right?
No.
That's
only
probably why it costs so much.
Yeah, right now the only reusable rockets are made by SpaceX. So that's why
Like Elon
that's
shit?
why these companies exist, is to try to like, get better and I guess like compete and have the best company. But they all have, the funny thing is they all only exist by getting money from the government.
Right.
So we're paying for this.
Right.
Which is also why I don't want to buy a ticket. Because I already paid for it.
Yeah.
Like, hello?
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
So fuck them.
They get their contracts from the government. So
Oh well. Shouts out to them. Can we get into the the racist Indian ladies road rage incident?
I didn't see this.
Yo, you gotta see this. This shit's
Oh, yeah,
wild.
she was
bro.
bugging.
She was bugging. It's the repeating it like in the same tone.
The
like
second
a
hard
robot.
ER, the accent slipped.
Oh yeah. She hit over one of these.
Yo,
Yeah, we probably shouldn't keep
What?
that.
No. We'll
Recording.
bleep all that out.
yeah,
But she hit one of
like,
these.
I don't understand like what they think. Like they think doing the hard R is like gonna make us like act out or whatever. Like
I mean,
I mean, they were already arguing. It's like, I just think it's funny how when they say it, like it makes them like they
Feel
tough or
powerful.
some shit. Yeah, like first of all, bitch, you Indian, like you're not far off. And it looked like she darker than the girl that was recording the video. If you see her hand, like
Probably.
bro, that shit's that's crazy though.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things that you're just trying to go to like the lowest possible place to really like poke at somebody.
Yeah. And that makes me think like she was probably in the wrong, like in the whatever driving
Indian lady?
incident happened. Yeah, like
Maybe.
So she's like just mouthing off because she knows she already fucked up. She's just like, I have nothing to lose. Fuck it.
that's the shit that blows me though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're already contacting her job.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's
bro.
like-
if you look under the Twitter post, they already found her. They found her Facebook, everything. Like you're cooked.
You're
I always
cooked.
think in these moments, was it worth it?
Yeah, exactly. You're not
Was it
working.
worth it? Like to be social media famous now, and now you're the Indian lady that just kept saying the N-word over and over and over.
Right.
She was spamming that joke
Yo,
too. She
yeah.
was just like,
Dead ass.
y'all ever see the clip of the dude with the Burger King hat?
Yeah, that's a
Oh, yeah,
legendary
that
clip.
on the plane. And then the way he sat back down.
Yeah.
He's wearing a Burger King hat.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That should have told me everything that tells you everything you need to know, bro.
If somebody
Only
That
people
flight
that's gonna
had to
say
be-
that bullshit are the ones that eat at Burger King.
if somebody's walking with a Burger King crown,
Yo, that
Yo.
that
Yeah, he's a
flight
crash out.
that flight either had to be going to Austin, Texas, or Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, bro. Like that guy definitely is like that. That Burger King has to be the like white folk version of Black Forces, bro. Like you just have to know like that. If a guy, mind you, he went to Burger King, went through TSA,
Yeah, he kept it.
waited for his flight, hopped in his seat the whole time he had a Burger King
You
hat
do
on.
not care
And
about
also-
You don't
anything.
care about anything.
Nothing.
I think you
Eating
only
there
get
alone.
that crown if it's your birthday. So he deadass went to Burger King and told him it's
Yeah.
my birthday.
You got a
Can I
Happy
have the
Meal.
crown?
Like
Yeah, you got a Happy
you're
Meal.
eating at a place that's got something called a Whopper on the menu and chicken as French fries.
chicken
like,
fries. Them Jones do be
They
hitting.
would slap.
Them Jones be
You ever had the
hitting.
spicy ones?
Why the
Yeah,
fuck
bro,
are they
those
good?
used to slap.
The spicy ones go
Side
crazy.
note, but yeah, like that dude, you have to ask for the crown.
Yeah.
That's
But,
red
like,
flag number one.
I mean, like really, truly, like, can you go to a register and be like, I want a Whopper? Like that feels a little like,
A Whopper? That's a Ayo.
yeah, can I get a Whopper? And it's like you have to look down and make sure. Can you still see your toes? Like,
Whopper is big back activity. Like if you go to Burger King, you should just be ordering the chicken fries.
bro, can I tell y'all a side story?
Yeah.
Actually, now that y'all are making me think about it. So we were in college, right? Me and my boys were all taking a break from finals. And, you know, we only got college money, right? So my boy's high as hell. Like, he's high. Another dude is, I'm sitting in the back seat. We go up to the window, to the drive-through, right? And this McDonald's, I think it's like probably like 1:30 in the morning. And he's like, yo, could I get 50 nuggets? He was like, 50? He's like, yeah, 50 nuggets. He was like, all right. And this was at the time when it was, I think it was $1 for 10.
Mm-hmm.
So we get through the drive-through, we get up there, and 15 minutes has passed, and we still haven't gotten our nuggets. And the dude, like, you know, he eventually gets dude from the window's attention. When I tell you this dude's eyes were redder than hell, the dude working the drive-through,
man, he was.
and he was like, hey, man, I got your stuff in the fryer. He was like, yeah, but like, how long do it take to make 50 nuggets? And he was like, bro, you said you want 50 nuggets. And he was like, yeah, 50. He was like, yeah, 50 orders. And he was like, what do you mean 50 orders? He was like, I threw down 500 nuggets.
Oh. Yo, no fucking way.
He ran the card already too, because my boy was sitting here looking at his account. He's like, why the hell am I paying $50 for 50 nuggets, bro? He was like, bro, you high as shit. What the hell is you doing? Why would I want 500 fucking nuggets at 2:30 in the morning?
Yo,
That's actually crazy that it was only $50.
that's a steal.
Because it was $1 for 10.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, it's supposed to be like $7.
Yeah.
Why am I paying 50? And he's like, hey, bro. He's like, I'm making the nuggets. He's like, yeah, but how long? 500 nuggets? What the fuck, bro? Like,
And what time was it?
this was like 2:30 in the morning.
Who the hell
And
ordered
he even
500
asked-
nuggets at 2:30?
Yeah,
He even asked
also,
him, he was like, why the hell would I want 500 nuggets at 2:30 in the morning?
Yeah, like why wouldn't you confirm that? Like, that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
was definitely smacked.
Yeah, he was high as hell.
That's why he was like,
he was
you
even
want 50?
holding the next bag of nuggets too while he was at the window, like frozen. He's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yo, his boss was probably like, why the hell did you
saw
fulfill
the
that?
frozen nuggets. He was
The
holding the
clear
next
bag was still in his hands, bro.
Damn, yeah. Y'all caught him on a.
I was in the back seat dying. I was laughing so hard because he's arguing with this dude. He's like, "You told me 50 nuggets." He's like, "Yeah, 50 individual nuggets."
Yeah, just the whole like on the outside looking into that sounds hilarious. Like, especially to be in your position, you're just watching all this happen.
Yeah, he actually watches our pod too, so he's gonna hear this
Okay.
story. I know you're gonna get hot all over again, bro.
That's what's up. Shout out to bro.
50 nuggets.
50
Wait,
orders.
what did y'all do with the nuggets?
Oh, so I think. Damn, what did we end up doing? Because I know we didn't take 500 nuggets.
You would
home.
remember that.
Yeah, we would remember that. I think we only took like whatever we needed, and then
Yeah.
dude was like, "So I gotta throw them away," because my boy ended up asking for a refund. He had to go back and forth with McDonald's for it,
Oh shit.
and then they ended up giving it to him. He was like, "Why the hell would I?"
Yeah, that's why you don't smoke on the job.
Hell yeah.
500 nuggets.
He
I
learned
guess-
his lesson.
Huh?
Yeah.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe he didn't. I don't know. That shit made me laugh though, because I know that was like Buddy's like last dime, bro.
Oh yeah, college. Yeah,
Yeah, because you could be like that's just the end of the well for the week.
for sure.
Yeah.
All in all, man, don't drop no hard R's,
Yeah, especially if you're Indian.
especially if you're not black, bro.
Yeah, it just, and the thing is, the whole idea of like taking the effort just to see what would piss people off to the point
Yeah.
where you're willing to sacrifice your image and your job.
Yeah.
I just
Road rage is just one of those things. Like, I always think, was it worth it? Like, why?
Exactly.
yeah, I caught myself doing it once too with my girl in the car, and she gave
Yeah.
me shit, and then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah. It's,
I usually I don't. I always went in with that mentality of you never know who could pop off, but like it was just one of those days, I guess, and I just let my emotion get the best of myself. But
Yeah.
I'm never going. I definitely wouldn't go to the point of somebody approaching my car and I'm still
Yeah.
hell no.
rattling off.
Getting out of your
Especially-
car.
especially in Virginia, bro. Nah.
Getting out of your
These
car
niggas got guns.
is just the most insane thing. That's the last thing I would do. Get out of my car.
Nah,
Nope.
man. Don't be. Keep a level head, man. Especially with road rage. Like you don't know these people, bro. And now you famous for saying the N word.
Now you're the Indian lady, the
Yeah.
racist Indian lady.
Yep.
Shout out to you. Let's go. Oh, Gayle King. So
Oh, this
not
made it.
only did Gayle King go to space, she interviewed a comedian. So there was a viral clip going around, right?
Yeah, so she interviewed this comedian, Matteo Lane, and it was on her show.
Okay. Do we have the clip?
Yeah, Dawit has it here.
What in the tree are you talking about? What in the tree are you talking about?
Oh shit. That's on CBS?
This is her show. Yes.
She dropped okay, just so
Yo.
y'all know. Wait, is Matteo Lane
That
of
has
the
to be edited
LGBTQ?
in.
He is, yeah.
So Matteo Lane is in the LGBTQ
He's gay.
community.
Matteo Lane is gay.
And Gayle
Openly
King,
gay.
Gayle King dropped the F-bomb.
Yeah. So
That's wild.
To give full context, she was referencing a joke from his set. So in his set, he says that line about white women. So he has a joke. I didn't see his joke. I didn't see his stand up, but in the interview they kind of go over it, and he has a part of the set is that he's talking about, I guess something about white women and how like, I don't know, they'll take things from like gay men, like sayings and different like things or whatever.
Ooh.
And he says that as a joke to white women, basically.
Yeah.
And Gayle, I guess, took his joke and spun it around saying it to him. And that was the line.
And she thought she could say that on CBS?
I mean, they all laughed, which was also the other part.
Oh, so she didn't get any like backlash?
She did get
everybody's
backlash.
I'm like, that's the only clip I found on X though.
Yeah. She did get backlash. Like there's
Yeah, I was
articles
about
about
to say,
her.
like-
There's articles and stuff about her, but I don't think she's gonna like lose her job.
It's
or anything.
not. Yeah, it's not like this was. She's saying it from that guy's joke.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that guy is
And-
gay. So
And at the end of the day, like if this happened in 2018 or 2016 or 2015, yeah, she'd be fired. She'd lose her job. We'd never see her again. Because people have been fired for less. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But it's 2025. Bro. Like
They letting shit fly.
People,
now,
yeah,
man.
people saying whatever nowadays. So
Nah, that's wild. You gotta. She knows better than to just.
Yeah,
I
'cause
feel
he-
like,
look,
bro.
Oh, people, did y'all have
see-
even thought Gayle King would say that?
That's why
I don't know
feel-
much
bro,
about her. She just seems like one of those Good Morning America, don't say anything bad type.
She was the one that interviewed R. Kelly, right?
yes, yeah. You know what though?
fight for my life, man.
You know
Y'all
what though?
killing me with this.
I think what people who are like professional, celebrities like Gayle King, I would call her that, where it's like she is always aware of what she's saying on camera, like she always knows how to like look good in certain situations, whatever. At the end of the day, people, I feel like their humor and stuff that they think is funny or whatever behind closed doors is completely different than what they say on camera.
For sure.
Right. And I'm not saying that she's going around saying the F word all day long.
Yeah.
But like she is in the older generation. she was, a young lady when, in the 80s, 90s, when it was probably way more regular to let that thing fly. Like, not necessarily talking about a gay person, but just in general.
Nah, you would, you would say
people would just let it fly all the time. So I feel like for her, it wasn't.
It was just whatever.
She, even before she said it, she was like, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this.
See, that's what makes me think like this probably like
it's no different than old girl saying the N-word, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Like she goes to space and then she does this. It seems like some kind of marketing. I'm a conspiracy.
Okay.
She forgot her audacity up there, bro.
Huh?
She got the audacity after coming down from there.
Well, she's like, yeah, I made it back here.
No. This happened before she went to space.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Never mind. So that was an honest F-bomb.
Dog.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many times she probably says that off cam at that point?
Yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable
if you're willing to say it
that,
in front of people, then
yeah, bro. CBS Morning News. That's one of the top. For like you got News 4.
That's
News
her
5, show. CBS, ABC.
She's the
top 4.
She's the one that makes that show. The other two people, you don't even know their names.
She gonna
couldn't
have to
even tell you.
No, yeah, but yeah, just insane.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gayle King. Shout out Gayle King.
It's almost like they have to have these moments in these news settings now because nobody watches the news anymore.
Who watches Good Morning America?
Yeah, so it's like
Good Morning.
I mean,
whatever.
old people still do. People who like aren't working in the morning,
My
they
parents
definitely
watch
watch.
Good Morning America.
Huh?
My mom watched GMA.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, let me.
Pretty much.
Not old people, but like people who are up early in the morning. Sometimes
I'm up early in the morning.
Yeah,
I don't watch
I'm
Good
up
Morning
way
America.
before that. I'm just already working by the time GMA is even.
Yeah, because GMA probably starts at like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I've
but
been working. Like I'm
why would
looking
I
forward
watch
to
it?
lunch.
If you're above 40, you're watching Good Morning America.
I would say 50.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I would say above 50 for sure.
Well, shout out to Gayle King. Do better.
Do better.
Do better.
We
We talked
expect
about
better.
Gayle King twice today.
That I
is
know.
insane.
I know.
I really hope we never mention her.
Me too. Me too. Like,
Okay, wait. One last thing about this. The other thing that's kind of funny about it is that I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but people have like rumored, and I think more so just poking fun at her and Oprah's relationship as like I guess they're really tight,
Or like
they're
they're
really friends.
freaky.
So
Yeah,
people
aren't
have
they-
people have said stuff like that. Like
because
there's
I've never
rumors
seen
about
Oprah with a man.
she had a man once or a couple times, but
She had him in once.
yeah, but like they never got married. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
I actually like in my head I thought she was always probably like bi or something.
Yeah.
But I mean that'd be dope for them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, she has a white man.
She's just been in a long-term relationship, apparently.
So she it's an open relationship. That's what that means. You know how Hollywood is, bro.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you got Oprah money,
Bro,
It's probably hard for her to find a partner.
you think people are trying to get with her for the money?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm kind of thinking it matters when you got the money too. Like it'd be
She
one thing
had
if
it
you were already
young.
married,
Bro, she's
and
had
then-
that money way
For a
before I was
minute.
born.
Yeah.
Like since like what, early 90s?
I don't know. I don't even know how old she is. She's been around forever.
Dude,
Ever
she's
since I've been
been around
alive.
forever, bro.
Ever since I've been alive.
Yeah,
man.
the Oprah Winfrey show was really popping when I was in middle school,
Yeah.
and that's after it had been around for a minute.
It's been around. It was around for a minute already.
Because it
at
was,
that
I think
time.
it started in the early 90s.
Had to be,
maybe
yeah.
late 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Oprah. Just on a side note, like, even though she gets a lot of slack, like, I mean, she made her way, bro. She's what, the richest woman on the
It
planet?
started in 1996.
She's like the richest woman, right?
No, she's not the richest. I think
Jeff Bezos is
his
the
ex-wife is the
ex-wife.
richest.
Yeah,
Yeah. That settlement
Oh,
money.
that's a hell of a bag.
that divorce money.
yeah.
Yo.
But I'll say Oprah is the most. Oprah
I
is
would
the
say
richest
self-made,
self-made
yeah.
woman. Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
would say
that's
self-made.
respectable.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even counting Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Yeah.
Damn, who are these people?
Oh, there's Mackenzie Scott. That's the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos.
A lot of these are ex-wives. No, I'm joking. That's hella misogynistic.
No, some of these are so like the Walton. That's the Walmart family.
Yeah.
Coke. That's from the Koch brothers. They're like business or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of those are like family wealth situations. Like you made it, like we started a huge company and now our kids are part of it and they're,
So
Oprah
do
not
you-
even in the top 10.
So
Jeez.
do you think Gayle King and Oprah are together?
I mean, they're you know what I would say they are? I would say they are extremely close. They probably go on a lot of girls trips, and
they're not.
You know,
you don't
that's
know
probably it.
You know what happens on them girls trips?
Tell me, I've never been.
Nah, you won't know. But I mean, girls trips. I'm talking about over 50. Like
the over 50 girls trips.
They be on some other shit.
How many movies did they make about that? I feel like I've seen a lot of trailers for movies like that, where it's like old women going on a trip.
I don't know, but what I do know, Oprah and Gayle got something going on. Because this chatter wouldn't be happening if
this chatter's been around for a long time.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out to them. Shout out to Oprah.
It's because
I love Oprah. At the end of the day,
social media just gets bored, bro.
Yeah, they got to make up something. Of course, make it interesting.
You can't be that rich without
accusations.
Yeah,
allegations.
You know what I mean. And I'm not calling Oprah perfect. I think there's a whole lot of stuff that people have. Well, I won't get into that, but Oprah having a relationship with Gayle King, come on, bro. Like, I mean, we've seen crazier shit happen, but
and it's like I ship them.
You what?
I don't know what.
I ship them. When you say I ship them, it's like I can see them as a couple. Like when you like combine their names, you know, like when you were in like high school or like middle school, where someone would be like, "Yo, I ship you guys." You never heard of that?
What would their combined name be? Gayra?
Gay Oprah. Wait, what did
Gayra?
You say? Gayra, like Oprah,
Gayle, and Oprah, Gayra.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Opal.
Ew.
Shout out to them though.
Yeah, Opal sound like.
Let's get off of Gayle King's tip.
Shift gears.
So the NFL draft is coming April 24th. Dawit, you want to take it away?
Yeah, man. You know what? So what would y'all like to see in a general level from Washington though this time?
Did we pick up any corners in the offseason yet?
Nah, not this time. Cause we still got old buddy we traded for last year. We got Mikey Sanch still. Lattimore is just he's a number 2 at this point.
Yeah.
So but you're not gonna get a number 1 out of this draft at that point though. Yeah. Unless you're lucky.
I do think we should try and get some sort of receiver. Like.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those in this one. Like
I've heard there's a lot of good receivers and running backs, right?
Yeah. Now that Travion Henderson, I don't know if y'all seen the way that guy pass blocks. Mm. He runs like Jahmyr Gibbs, except he blocks like George Kittle, bro. Mm. Dog, he's nuts.
Yeah, I think we gotta go. If we're not going for a corner, it's gotta be a receiver, running back, because B-Rob's not really getting it done.
Bink.
Damn.
Yeah, there's like 10 clips of that. Travion Henderson.
Where's he predicted to go?
He's supposed to go. So like this draft is so weird because there's so many people where I saw them like middle of the first round, in the end of the first round, and the second round, and other like mock draft. Like I look at this like out of boredom, but I mean looking at Washington, we need like help from the front to the back of the defense, no matter what.
Yeah,
I'll make it brief from here. So, as far as I'm concerned, we need help at every level on the defense, and our offense needs some explosiveness. So Travion Henderson, bro, this dude can jet.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping if he falls to us, there's no reason that we don't do it because he can just change the whole game. But defensively, there's players at that point that we can take like on the D end, linebacker, and secondary level.
Off of us, where do you think Shedeur Sanders lands?
I have some spicy ass takes about Shedeur Sanders
because they be talking about how he like I didn't really understand it where it was like he kept
patting the ball,
but that's
they're
like
dragging that.
Yeah, more but quarterbacks do that.
Yeah,
you're not gonna do that if you're getting blitzed. But like,
and he's throwing against air for one.
Yeah.
Two, like I didn't notice it in his game like games that I've watched.
Yeah, they were saying like from that clip like his draft stock's plummeting or whatever.
They just be the ball. Fake Twitter like evaluators, scouts and stuff, man. Like so.
Do you feel like he's NBA? Do you feel like he's NFL ready?
Yeah, but I don't think he's as good as he's projected at times. Like there's some people who put him in the top 5 and stuff. Now he's starting to slip, and I'm like, I think for his sake, even is better because like if you slip to like the 20s where the better teams are picking, you probably have a better chance at succeeding. Like
all the pressure isn't on you, like compared to those top 5 picks. Like,
or it's probably damn near the same pressure because you're expected to start, but at least the team is good.
The team is better, yeah.
Like, bro, I'd be like
Trevor Lawrence.
Look at what happens in Trevor Lawrence,
man.
bro. Like
that shit is so sad.
Or starting your day as a Las Vegas Raider, like waking up every day,
fuck that,
and working to end up getting like.
Where was Dion saying he wanted him to go? Did he say he wanted him to go to the Raiders or Giants?
I think he likes them in Vegas, but like I'm hoping that nobody's letting him impact like where his son goes.
Yeah,
because like it just.
Yeah, because even when in the NBA, like when he did it, when Lonzo's dad did it for him at the Lakers, it like he was not a good fit for the Lakers with LeBron and all that.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I feel like
the Ball he got
brothers,
drafted before LeBron got there, but it's like everyone already knew that LeBron was coming to the Lakers that year. Yeah. So,
I think I feel like it's different because with Lonzo, his dad, I think also was thinking more like brand wise. He's thinking of the big baller brand. He's thinking of like how it's gonna look. Like I think he's thinking in that picture rather than the individual play, and he's not an NBA player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, at least with Sanders, his dad knows the ins and outs of football, like of an NFL team, how it operates.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And he was one of the best NFL players ever.
Yeah, so I think the input is a little bit different.
He's one of the best athletes ever.
Yeah, that too.
He plays baseball too.
Yeah.
Like so, Shedeur, for me, like.
He has big shoes to fill, bro. Like, it's the same shit with, like, I'm not saying LeBron and Bronny. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the same exact relationship, but it's tough. Like, imagine you're Deion Sanders' son, like, and you have to play quarterback in the NFL. Like,
yeah, but I don't think it phases him nothing though.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. He seems real comfortable. Like,
and I think he's good. I think he's a good. The problem with him is he's not like lightning fast. He's like average speed. His arm strength is not impressive, but he's got like all those intangibles and stuff, and his ball placement is good, and he's played behind a bad O-line this whole time, so he knows what that's like. So I think he's good enough to go first round. I just don't see why anybody would pick him in the top 5, maybe even 10.
Yeah, it's too risky.
Yeah,
it's too risky when there's other people who might be more of a sure thing. Might be more like game ready. They could play on day one.
The thing is, actually, he is day one. What I'm saying is his ceiling is low.
Yeah,
like you may not get something special.
Yeah, I think he'll have like a pretty average first year, but he's not. He doesn't give me the vibe that he'll just like fall off. Like,
I told people that he's Geno Smith.
Geno Smith,
okay,
which is good.
Yeah, Geno Smith is good. He's just not like great. Like.
Yeah, he's definitely got more swag than Geno. Like he's definitely got more just like aura, like all the whole thing.
I think that will definitely help him. Like his confidence is way better than
could tell
Geno's
he's very
ever
confident.
was.
Oh yeah,
you can tell he's very confident.
Well, I mean, we'll see what.
And I think Washington will do the right thing this draft. For once, we can confidently look at this draft.
I trust our front office.
End up with another Emmanuel Forbes, Jamin Davis.
I trust our front office.
Okay, Jahan Dotson, I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad
because
at that.
he did good his rookie year. Then he just kind of got hurt. Then he just kind of fell off a cliff. So like, I think he's still. I thought he was talented.
Yeah,
he was one of my favorites that year.
At the end of the day, when it comes to rookie year performance, it's like you're not always going to get the offensive rookie of the year. There's only one. Like a rookie year, I can kind of forgive that. After that, it's like, do you get better? Like, did you build on that?
Yeah, I was gonna say because rookie year, it's almost. Yeah, most likely it'll be your worst year, but I could see how that could be some players' best years because a lot of they don't have film on them.
It happens.
Yeah, so it's like
look at CJ Stroud.
Yeah,
when he did his rookie year versus last year. But I mean, granted, I feel like people were a little too unfair with him. His whole O-line was hurt.
They had crazy injuries.
Receivers were all gone.
Yeah,
like
Diggs, everyone left.
tore his ACL. Yeah. What's his face? Tank Dell had a crazy injury.
Yeah.
And Stephon Diggs, tore his ACL. Nico Collins scored a 70-yard touchdown and then pulled his hamstring and was
Just
gone
massacred.
for like 6 weeks.
Their whole team just got massacred.
And they
I don't know
still
what
did. They
happened.
still make the playoffs.
They did.
Yeah,
The
he doesn't
defense was
just-
going crazy though, and he
Yeah.
was high key kind of mid. But like
Right.
that's the problem when your quarterback can't run.
Yeah.
Like that's what happens to you.
And here's the other thing. I feel like from NFL positions, in my opinion, I think quarterback is the one position that takes the longest to get great at.
Yeah.
I feel like if you do great year 1, that's an anomaly. That's not normal. If you do great year 2, still that's like, okay, wow, like this guy's special, you know?
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think NFL GMs are really dumb. Most of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause let's be realistic. Jaden Daniels was a luck thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
That
Nobody
is-
saw that.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that. And we
Nobody saw
had
that.
no help for him.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin, an average offensive line.
Shit.
Old Austin Eckler
Barely
coming off
average.
injury. B-Rob is nice, but honestly, if you noticed, after he got hurt this year, he was not as good anymore.
He's not explosive. I feel
De'Ami
bad
Brown
for
was
him, man.
useless before this year.
Yeah.
We let Curtis Samuel walk. So
It's
he
a
wasn't
lot
there
of role
anymore. We had
players.
Zach Ertz, who barely runs faster than us.
Yeah. And he's like 46.
And probably has CTE.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I mean, he had solid hands, but like JD was, and they'll look at that, right, and they'll be like, "What do I have to do to get that?" That doesn't come around, bro.
no.
Pick the better player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And that's what Cleveland and who's the third pick just before the Patriots? I can't remember, but it's Tennessee, Cleveland, somebody, and then New England.
Jaguars.
Tennessee, Cleveland. Why am I forgetting who's 3?
I don't know.
I don't know. But those 2 teams, they're saying that they're not even thinking of taking Shedeur anymore. Oh, the Giants. Sorry,
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
asses.
Yeah.
All I cared about was the Giants didn't get Cam Ward.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to deal with that.
I
in
didn't
my
want to deal
division
with that
twice a
either,
year.
bro.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Nah. But the problem is they're either going to get Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, bro.
Yeah.
And Travis Hunter can hoop. And Abdul Carter, they're saying he's like Micah Parsons.
Dang.
Yeah.
Why are the Giants even trying?
Yeah, just give up.
Just give up.
But y'all seen that clip
give
of
up.
the GM's son talking to the GM? This was the last year's like Hard Knocks.
About Saquon.
Yeah,
we
he's talking
saw
about
that.
Saquon, and then he
Yeah.
was like, "Why don't you draft like Jaden Daniels or something? Like, if you're gonna do this, at least try to win."
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "Yo, your teenage son
Yeah.
just showed you."
And also they were
and
like,
then you had to lose to him twice this
right.
year.
And they were like, are we willing to risk, Saquon being on the market? And he's like, well, who's gonna like pay him that much money? Or we found
Not
out.
only did they pay him, they extended him and gave him more.
and he balled out.
Bro,
Saquon is an alien, bro.
his first run against us in the NFC Championship game was a 65-yard touchdown.
He had the most insane
I'm
highlights.
not gonna lie, I threw my hands up, and honestly, that run told us our fate.
Yeah.
Like then the second fumble sealed it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like
That's when you know when you play.
they dropped
Like,
the ball.
I remember anytime we played the Eagles, it was like we accepted that Saquon's gonna get one off on us, like one huge run for a touchdown. It was already accepted.
Even the game we went to,
Yeah, seeing it in
watching
person
him in
was
person,
different.
we were like,
Yeah.
"Yo,
Jeez.
Like him moving that fast, like it was ridiculous. But I mean, look, all in all, I think this draft we're gonna make the right choices.
I believe
it's
in
a
us.
generally weak draft," is what they're saying right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I believe in us.
I'm okay with it, and I think if we get Henderson, bro, y'all saw that block, mind you, he runs like Jahmyr Gibbs.
I can see it.
Maybe not as good, but he's like damn near. I'll show you the tape later, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I have faith in us.
We got Skip Bayless was on Jubilee.
Yeah, bro. Jubilee, they have the formula. They have it down. I feel like I'm not saying anything new, but this show, the 20v1, everything that they're doing, I feel like is so entertaining.
It's clever.
Every moment is entertaining because it's just
Yeah.
rapid fire arguing.
Yeah.
But we can talk about some of his takes here. They were just basically
Let's
going
see.
through
How about Jordan is GOAT?
Which one do we want to look at?
any of
Jordan
them.
is
They're-
GOAT.
Hold on, rewind it, Dawit.
So at this point,
Yeah.
was part of what made somebody the greatest Laker ever.
No,
I thought it was like
you're in a different
scoring.
segment now.
Nah, it's gonna
Well,
go to it
leadership.
because it like
And
cut
I
out.
don't think Jerry
if you
was
just
a
hit the
great
back
leader.
arrow.
Really?
I think he was more of a solo act. He stayed to himself. He was a quiet leader, but not dynamic.
He helped
not
manage-
a powerful voice in the locker room.
I like how it's
He helped manage Will.
white men.
Yes, for a little while, and they got a championship. They got one championship
for the
out
best
of it.
Laker
Yeah.
team ever, arguably.
Yeah, you could certainly make a case for that.
Right.
Yeah. All right, good job. Way to go. My next claim is Michael Jordan is the GOAT and laughably better than LeBron James.
Laughably is so disrespectful.
Everyone wanted to argue that
How are you,
shit.
No, they do that
Good,
on
how
every
are you?
topic.
Nice
I'm
to
not
meet
gonna
you.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big fan of your career, everything you stand for in this industry, but this awful take, I'm not going to let it seep through.
Okay.
So, Michael Jordan, there are two angles to looking at the GOAT debate. Number one, could Michael Jordan have done what LeBron is doing in this era and vice versa? The other angle is there any single thing that Michael Jordan has done over the course of an entire career better than LeBron James? So I'm asking you, is there one thing that you could definitively say that Michael Jordan did better than LeBron James over the course of his entire
feel like that's a
NBA
weak
career?
Yeah, he won better. He just won and won and won.
Yeah,
That was a
he
weak-
lost.
weak
Invincible
question.
and
He lost
unbeatable,
quick.
and he went 6-0 in the finals.
You can't come
with
at
6
Skip Bayless
MVPs,
with
and
that.
No, they didn't play the.
He's
I
gonna-
thought that
he's
was
gonna-
that was a
competition in the
solid
finals,
question.
Really?
But the beast
Nah.
Because
was
think
easy.
about it.
Easy to
He
prove.
devoured
Yeah.
and slayed the beast one after another. Bird Celtics, then the bad boy Pistons, and then Reggie Miller's Pacers. And when you go 6-0 with 6 MVPs in the finals versus 4 and 6 in the finals for LeBron, and Ray Allen saved LeBron a loss there because LeBron had completely self-destructed in Game 6 of that 2013 finals. And then if Kyrie, when nobody can buy a shot, if Kyrie hadn't hit the shot of shots in Game 7
That
at
was a
Oracle,
crazy shot by
LeBron could be
Kyrie,
2 and
though. That
8
was
in the
the
finals. So we're
coldest-
talking about winning.
Probably the coldest game
look,
winner.
I give you.
Yeah, but
I
then
say it
that
all the time.
block
LeBron
was
is still to this
equally-
moment the best passer in basketball. I say it all the time. LeBron is still the greatest driver of the basketball I ever saw, to a fault, because he's a poor jump shooter, a poor three-point shooter by star standards, or certainly by superstar standards. And he's a poor free throw shooter by superstar standards. He should have 5,000 more points, but he's such a worse shooter than Jordan ever was as a jump shooter and a free throw shooter that it's hard for me to say, how can you call LeBron the GOAT when he's a lousy shooter?
Part of the argument to what you said is everything you just said is wrong. So if you look at true shooting
Actually-
percentage, which takes into account all the offense, all the scoring, who had the better true shooting percentage in his NBA career in the regular season? LeBron James. Who had the better true shooting percentage in the playoffs? LeBron James. And you just said Michael Jordan won a lot better. So starting 1-9 in the playoffs in his career doesn't count, just doesn't matter. Or losing to the Pistons
told you he
over
was
and
gonna
over
cook.
again because he was so dominated by any level of physicality because he was soft. So that does not count. That doesn't matter.
Wait, did you just call Michael Jordan soft?
Compared to LeBron
He
James,
was the baddest you-know-what who ever stepped on a basketball
Yeah,
court.
nah, you
Not
can't
like
call
LeBron.
dudes
I
that
was
hooped in the
there.
90s
Not
and
like
80s soft.
LeBron.
not like LeBron.
LeBron is like the nicest guy ever. He's soft. He's a diva. He's thin-skinned. And can I start down the litany of epic fails that LeBron had that Jordan never had? Yeah, it took a while to break through against Larry Bird's Celtics. But remember that Michael Jordan had missed the whole year. He played 3 games and broke his foot. This is his second year in the league. And he comes back just for the playoffs and goes up against arguably the 86 Celtics were you could make a case they were the greatest team ever. And what does he do? He scores 49 in game 1, and in game 2, he scores 63. It took double overtime, but after that game, Larry Bird said that was God disguised as Michael Jordan. Well, trust me, Larry Bird would have never said God disguised as LeBron James because look at the epic failures here. Do you remember 2010, the last go-around of the first stint in Cleveland? It's against the Celtics in the playoffs. It's the conference semifinals. They win big by 22. He's 14 of 22 from the floor. It's game 3. Then we get to 4, 5, and 6, and right on schedule, he just crumbles to the point
The
He
thing
had a
that's wrong-
terrible
somebody
team,
from
though.
his inner
Who?
circle
It was
tells
LeBron.
Stephen A.
That was
Smith,
the
ESPN,
2009
'cause I was
Cleveland
there
team.
alongside
Like,
Stephen
he
A.
carried
that he
them.
carried as like
that
what a rookie, right?
LeBron had
His second
to be
year.
sedated before games 4, 5, and 6 because he was having some locker room issue with a teammate, Delonte West. Listen, Michael Jordan never had
bro.
any issues
Bro,
with
LeBron's
the problem
Cleveland
with this
team
dude-
in the early years was terrible.
The problem with the dude debating Skip is that he let Skip talk too long.
But the thing is, I think
Because those were solid questions, bro. Because
No, you
like
can.
that's generally
Oh, you can? I thought you can't.
Yeah, you
interrupt.
can.
You can interrupt.
You
There's
can
no, there's
interrupt.
no
They
rule.
do it all the time.
It's between.
Oh,
it's the
shit,
rules you
okay.
decide between you two.
It's because so like even in general that question was solid because like my whole thought process when you're comparing like people from different eras to now, which I think is honestly at this point it's just for fun because you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Like
Yeah.
we have all kinds of different nutrition and medicine and all that stuff
Too many
that
variables.
we've figured out now that they didn't have back in that day. And the rules are different and the way they played the game and all that, right? So like the first question was valid. Can LeBron transition to that era? Can Jordan transition to that era? To me, the answer to that question is yes for both.
Yes for both. Yeah, I agree.
And then the what was his other question that he asked, like for measuring their greatness or whatever?
It was like the shot. Like LeBron's a lousy shooter compared to Jordan.
He just
Like,
said that
he can't-
everything
he-
Skip said was false.
Yeah,
That's
like
what he said.
Oh, you're talking about the Indian dude?
Yeah, what his
Oh.
what his second question was for determining the GOAT.
Yeah, I don't remember. He was basically just like everything you said was false.
laughably better than LeBron James.
Hold on, he's gonna because I need that question again.
If you hit the right arrow, you can usually skip forward a few seconds.
How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm a big fan of your career, everything you stand for in this industry, but
This will just skip it over, wouldn't it?
Oh, I mean on
No,
the
no,
keyboard,
no,
on your
keyboard.
keyboard. Like if you
Oh.
hit the right arrow.
Michael Jordan, there are two angles to look at
There
the
it
GOAT
is.
debate. Number one, could Michael Jordan have done what LeBron is doing in this era, and vice versa? The other angle is there any single thing that Michael Jordan has done over the course of an entire career better than LeBron James? So I'm asking.
See, that's the second question. That second question is also valid too. It's somewhat unfair because, like I said, right, the training and development of people and nutrition and all that is completely different nowadays. Because, like, no matter what, we're bigger, faster, stronger as a whole than people in the 80s and 90s or the 60s and 70s. Like, how many people are we seeing now that are playing like in football combines running that are 250 running a 4.4?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, bro.
Yeah.
It's still rare, but like that
Back
was
then,
never.
that's not happening.
The only reason why I said that I didn't like that question, the second question where he was like a single thing that Jordan could do better or something, is because it's Skip. And like with Skip, he knows all the facts. Like he knows all the, like this guy
studied this because he came up with the question.
Right, exactly. So I just think like that guy, as far as debating like Skip goes, first of all, he's living his dream right now probably because he's like, I get to debate Skip Bayless.
He just sat there like,
yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be like, that's insane, especially because all these people in the beginning of the episode, they mentioned that they're all like sports fanatics, like every single one of them knows stats and everything. But yeah, when it comes to the question, I feel like he should have targeted what we just talked about, the fact that LeBron didn't have the same caliber team.
Yeah, bro.
Like that, I think that's the angle you got to go with, because if it comes down to comparing their stats, like, Skip's going to know all the facts.
yeah, no, he's that's very true because, I mean, I do think that his second question, the hole that I have for that though, is saying every single thing.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be things that LeBron does better than Jordan and then vice versa.
Right.
So
yeah,
his second question was weak to me. The first one was valid.
First one, true.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
But y'all want to do this other one too, a football one?
They're good. Yeah. They're
This
honestly,
one is,
yeah, they're good.
So he thinks Patrick Mahomes is dramatically overrated?
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Oh, sorry, boys. Represent Nick Wright. Shout out Nick Wright.
How are you, sir?
Skip, how are you, my friend?
I think I know where this is going.
You got a Kansas City
All right,
hoodie.
Skip. So in order for someone to be overrated, they cannot be overrated in a vacuum. That doesn't exist. You have to be overrated compared to a standard or compared to a player. Give me 30 seconds and give me how he's overrated with those parameters, because I can't go off just that.
I only need 2 seconds.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Okay. So the same.
Period.
So the
Boom.
same guy.
Over.
So the same
Over.
guy in the 2010 wild card at home in Gillette, the house Brady built, got blown out by Joe Flacco, 33-14. He threw for, in Skip's terms, a grand total of 152 yards and 3 interceptions, and got punked by Joe Flacco. That guy
No, the guy who went to 10 Super Bowls and won 7.
got outplayed by Eli Manning twice.
And Bill Belichick cost him 2 Super Bowls.
He also won him 3.
Okay.
Tom Brady has never won a Super Bowl without a top 10 defense. Ever. Period. End of conversation. Pro Football Reference. Look it up.
Okay. So, but this is about Patrick Mahomes, and I think you're ducking and dodging the issue.
What are you doing?
Nah.
You got to defend his
That
Super
good. It was a good
Bowl
argument.
Because he said Tom Brady, then he turned around and said, you're talking about Patrick Mahomes.
This guy's good at arguing.
And then say, oh, you made the most important game of the year and didn't play your best. This is bizarre to me. It will never make sense. No,
You know
real fast. Let me make this
Arrowhead,
real fast. Greatest stadium in the world, 142.2 decibels, baby.
You remember
This
the
is
2018 AFC Championship game
where Patrick
at
never
Arrowhead?
touched the ball, and the Chiefs wanted the rules changed. They didn't do it, but they did it for the Buffalo Bills.
Do you remember what Tom Brady did in your house? Did 3 times in a row. He faced 3rd and 10. 3 3rd and 10s in a row.
You're right.
He goes Edelman, Gronk, ball game.
The same way Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowl 58, down 3 points in overtime, 2 fourth downs, a 2nd and 14, because Marquez Valdez-Scantling forgot which way the end zone was and ran backwards, and he converted and converted, and he hit who in the end zone? McCole Hardman for a touchdown back-to-back. Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
That was his one and only great Super Bowl.
It was unbelievable. All-time clutch. Also,
That's such
I'm
a
not gonna lie, he's
backhanded
got a
compliment.
point.
There's been 125 NFL playoff drives where the score was 7 points or less in the fourth quarter or in overtime. The rate of success of that is 40%.
Okay.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., as you
That's
like to
my
put
guy.
it,
Yep.
went 5 for 11 in that situation, which is 46%. That's pretty dang good. That's not bad. Okay. Patrick Mahomes went 7 for 7. What do you think of that one, Skip? Tell me. Come on, buddy. Shout out Jimmy Sharp.
Let's get to the facts here.
Okay.
Let's get to his
All-time
first Super
clutch.
Bowl against Jimmy Garoppolo. Really? Okay. Where you guys are down 20-10 late 3rd quarter, and he throws a horrendous interception. Where I'm saying, what are you doing, man? Then early 4th quarter, you're still down 20-10, and he throws an even worse interception.
He did.
And you're sitting somewhere, I guess, at home, and you're saying, Patrick, what are you doing? We're dead. And all of a sudden, it gets to be 3rd and forever. Do you remember? It's 3rd and 15 at the 35, and all of a sudden, Patrick Mahomes drops back, and there's a rusher in his face, and he basically goes like this. Like, let me just throw it as far as I can.
It was on the money, dude.
He throws
Come
a
on.
punt that Tyreek had to come back and wave for a fair catch. That's how bad it was. Okay? And that saved the game. And yet Jimmy Garoppolo in the 4th quarter goes 3 for 11 with an interception for 36 total yards. And he missed Emmanuel Sanders, or we're having a different conversation. That's how you survived the first Super Bowl. The second Super Bowl is against Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
Where he had no offensive line.
Okay?
Literally.
No offense. I keep hearing that.
5 of us could have been out there.
But it was 31-9. Tom Brady never lost a Super Bowl with a blowout loss.
Patrick Mahomes broke the
31-9.
NFL record for rushing yards behind the line of scrimmage in that game.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. But I think he was just bad in that game.
It was not his best game.
No
100%, I
touchdowns,
give
2
that to you.
interceptions.
Just like that 2010 wild card
then
game in July.
against the first Eagles Super Bowl against Jalen. Jalen throws for 304 to Patrick's 182. He only threw for 182 yards. And the Eagles are driving to make it 21-7. And Jalen Hurts, late 2nd quarter, just loses the handle on the football. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? And it bounces one time to Nick Bolton, who scoops it and scores with it, takes it to the house, and it changes the game because it saved you from 21-7 down. And the Patrick, in the 4th quarter, Kadarius Toney returns that punt. Do you remember that? 65 yards?
I do.
Okay. I didn't think Patrick played all that well in that game. Jalen outplayed him.
No, he did not. That's absurd.
Well, 304 to 182 yards passing.
Patrick Mahomes was all-time great in the second.
That's
He played
his
a
bias
perfect
kicking,
second
yeah.
half.
All right, and then
Could not have been better.
I gave you the one at Las Vegas. That was tremendous because every once in a while, Patrick Mahomes can be really good, and he was really good.
Most talented
And
quarterback
then
ever.
Just recently, we had to watch 40-22 Eagles, and Patrick Mahomes had a QBR in that game of 11.
There is no roster from the AFC that would
That was the point. So, like, here's the thing with Pat. He's not wrong for saying he's overrated. Now, the problem is that people take an overrated as synonymous with trash.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that's not. That doesn't mean he's trash.
He's
Bro has
just
3
overrated.
Right.
Look at his Super Bowl losses, bro.
Yeah.
He got belt.
Yeah.
Right. Because when I say overrated, at least, I'm like the guy said, when you say someone's overrated, you're comparing it to some standard. We're talking about the best quarterback ever.
Brady, yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
They're
Is
not-
he better than the best quarterback ever?
No.
Not yet. At least like we
He's
gotta
got
see.
5 more to go to tie.
Yeah, so
I don't see it happening.
Tom Brady, and then Tom Brady, like another argument that he was making too is that Belichick is like 80% of the reason or something like that.
That's
was
what
that his was that
Oh
his
no,
other
no.
argument?
The other way around. He said
Oh,
that
okay.
Brady is 80% of the reason that Belichick
And I agree
won that
because
many.
he won another one with the Buccaneers.
Yeah, true.
What was it? The first year that
Yeah.
he was with the Bucs.
Yeah.
That was when we had Taylor Heineke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It could have won that.
We
game.
could have won that game.
And he
but it's
had
like,
he had
AB, Mike
who was
Evans.
wilding out.
Bro,
Yeah,
that was the
but
year
I mean,
before.
yeah, that was
AB streak.
he scored in the
managing.
Super Bowl.
But
Yeah.
Pat is overrated though, right
Yeah.
now at least.
Yeah, I
Up
think so,
until
too.
that second Super Bowl win, no, the first Super Bowl win, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
But like once he lost,
Hill.
once he lost Hill, it just wasn't the same. And I think the problem is he's what me and my boys call a meathead. It's just that rocket arm, sling it. Now Andy Reid is manufacturing
Right.
open stuff for
Just
him
throw it
and
up and
trying to
pray.
make it easy, and it's ugly.
Yeah. I agree. I think he is. I think he's overrated for sure. Like he's a outstanding quarterback,
Yeah.
like top of the league. Like he's balling out, all that, but that doesn't mean that he's not overrated. But like then again, you have to look at like his contract. He's getting paid insane amount of money. Like
As
I
he
think he
should,
deserves
But he's
that.
got one of the top 2 coaches of all time, number 1.
Well,
and then he's
that's
got
true, yeah.
like one of the best supporting casts all the time. The offense
Yeah.
hasn't been the same, but that defense has been clamps.
Yeah.
And then he's had Travis Kelce, top 3 tight end all time.
Yeah.
He had Tyreek Hill all those years too.
Right.
And then now Travis Kelce decided to date his race, and
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill left.
Even Travis Kelce looks a little like just
He's
not
old.
like he used to be.
He's old.
Yeah.
I guess
He's like
getting
35,
old.
36.
You get beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
So,
positions.
you
It's not
know,
the same as quarterback.
You're playing tight end. You're in the trenches, and then you're going
Yeah,
downfield.
Look at Gronk. I mean, Gronk
Yeah.
after a while it was like, dang, he's struggling out there.
Yeah, I don't
It
know
takes
if
a
they
toll.
have
Got the Forrest Gump joints.
You remember he had the
Yeah.
damn bionic arm at one point, bro.
That stuff will mess
I
you
don't
up,
know,
bro.
like if they have a backup tight end like that, they're kind of grooming to be in the spot of Kelsey, but they need to. I think they should invest in that because I mean that's Mahomes is like
Yeah, what
just like
he's
how
been-
we use Ertz like for Jalen's rookie year, like that's Mahomes needs a tight end, bro.
Yeah.
Just like any other quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, he needs one of those.
I think
one of those
Kelce
to
will be out of
groom,
there
and
within
I
the
think they
next
need a
few years.
good receiver,
Yeah, it's true.
like an actual good one.
Because
It
he's
looks
got
like
an
they just.
arm.
It just looks like I feel like they have a bunch of track stars.
Because remember DeAndre Hopkins dropping that ball in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
dude.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the nail in the coffin. Like, because if he
Insane.
caught that, I think they still kind of had a chance.
Insane.
Or
But
make it
outside
more
of that, it was
respectable.
belt.
Yeah.
It was
Insane.
belt.
Yeah.
Well, all in all, you can't. If you're gonna debate Skip Bayless, you need to come with some heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
'Cause
can't.
he'll pick you apart.
Yeah, you can't. You got to be a good debater.
Yeah.
It's not about the facts.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Like all these arguments people have had already.
For sure,
You
yeah.
got to know the skill of debating. It's not really about
And I
the
mean, he's
numbers.
done it for 20 years now
for
or some
longer,
shit.
longer.
So
Yeah.
shout out to Skip. I even though he gets a lot of hate, I do like watching his content.
I like
his
Skip.
job.
Like, he's
Yeah.
annoying, but I like him
It's his-
still
yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like that annoying uncle.
Yeah, and if it's like an annoying take that he has, I'm gonna just look at the comments and I'm gonna
Yeah,
be,
get a laugh.
But you know what?
Yeah.
You know what though? But he's not lying. Like he's saying what he thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he
he's saying his
genuinely
truth, yeah.
believes that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You can't fault him on that. Let's see. Oh, speaking of, well, they were talking about who was better, Jordan or LeBron, whatever. As far as like us four on the pod, who out of all of us do you think is the best? You guys think is the best hooper?
Hooper basketball?
Yeah.
absolutely me.
Dawit, let's start with you. Who do you think?
Okay.
It's definitely not me.
You're not picking yourself?
It's not you.
I can, bro. I'm just an athlete. Like, football is my sport. Y'all
Okay.
know that. Melo can hoop.
I've never seen him hoop.
Melo
to be
can hoop.
fair.
Remember when we
You
hooped
did
at the
see
grad
him
party?
hoop. We were at our cousin's grad
He was
party.
shooting over the back of the rim
Yeah.
at one point.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah. Yeah,
But
I
I
guess
don't.
we did for a little bit.
I do think
We did for a little bit.
best hooper.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be honest, Dawit.
I actually,
We already know.
I might have to give it to Yoni on that.
Come on now, come on.
Personally,
Yo, he's so salty.
That's all right.
but
You gotta.
We'll have a hoop session.
We're
don't worry.
talking facts, though.
That's what I'm talking.
Yeah. So I mean,
This is wishful thinking
for me.
you.
For me personally, watching Melo hoop, he's like Melo. He reminds me of like Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
like his
he
hustle
moves.
is OD.
Okay.
Like I don't want him playing defense on me.
yeah,
Like that.
his
He's
start
like,
stop is like crazy. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like you'll see him chilling, and like I remembered running back, and I saw him next to me, and I was kind of striding down. Then I looked over, and he was already. I was like, wait a minute.
yeah, his motor is crazy, bro. I guess for me, like
Pause.
That's a pause. All right, pause. I guess yeah.
And
But,
you got that Michael Beasley jump shot.
Who me? Yeah, I do kind of. Yeah,
It's like almost the voom, like this like.
I used to shoot with both hands like this.
I mean,
I feel like everybody did,
when they were
right?
little.
Yeah.
Everybody did when they were a kid.
But yeah.
It took me a while to fix that, and my jump shot still looks wicked. I have a Sean Marion release with a ring.
Yeah, I can't wait till. That's why I can't wait till we're gonna eventually record our
I
basketball.
don't know if
session.
I'm willing to let that be
Come
a
on,
public
bro.
viewing.
You have to because if it goes
It
in,
goes
you can't.
in.
Yeah, they goes in. They can't say shit.
Like everybody talked all that smack, and then we start hooping,
when it drains,
and then
you gotta be quiet.
I splash it, and then nobody's talking anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we'll if you miss, we'll clip it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got you.
But I'm I kind of am naturally like that football player on the basketball
Yeah.
court though. Like I'm not over here like doing these blatant fouls, but like you could tell just by the way I hoop that I play football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You get a shoulder check in, like it ain't nothing. Like
Oh yeah, bro.
too crazy. Yeah.
I love I have friends of mine, certain ones that are taller than me, and I know are not as aggressive, I guess. And I'll out rebound them because they won't assert themselves.
Yeah,
like,
they don't feel like boxing out. or
Lazy.
anything
yeah,
like
they
that,
don't box out hard enough where like I
laziness.
can easily just kind of like put a shoulder bump in them, jump over, and I will literally see my hands in between theirs and snatch the ball.
Yeah, or you can get a little like tip and you run and go get
Oh, the
it.
Rajon Rondo?
Yeah.
I love that rebound
Yeah,
method.
yeah.
Because I be like, I will see somebody's shot go up and I'll give it quick and then I'll poke it.
Yeah, get it to where
Yeah.
you can run out and
Pause.
then get it.
Yeah, I
Pause,
didn't like
yeah.
that either.
Yeah.
But
I thought I got it.
yeah, I think
If we're done lying though,
I guess-
I'm better than you. It's not even close.
yeah. So
Sammy
Not
does
even
have a
a
better
little
shot.
bit, bro.
Sammy does have a better shot
Not
for
even
sure.
a little bit.
So he's what's happening here. He's living in the past because
It's not the
when we
past.
were younger, we would play
I'm not
one-on-one.
gonna
He
lie,
would
it's
beat
kind of
me.
a big
To
bro
this
strength
day.
though. Like,
yeah, but it's like
to this day,
I feel like if you
it
hooped
was
one-on-one,
before
he's
I
gonna beat
grew
you.
at all. Like this was like middle school, and he was in high school. That's when he would beat me the most.
no.
So it's
Sounds
like,
like I beat the shit out of you.
That's bad.
Beat me the
like
most.
yeah,
it's,
that's
like big bro strength though. Like you have to be so much better than your big brother to actually beat him.
yeah.
It's just not even close.
I think it came to a point where like
You're good.
He knew all
You
my
are
moves.
good. You are good though.
I knew his moves, and he always had the shot that I couldn't block, like the
He said
fadeaway
you're pretty
joint.
good, but not good enough.
That's what I'm saying.
basically.
Like I'm not saying you're not good. I'm just saying that if we play 1-on-1, it's raps.
Yo, like, what do you get out of lying like this?
You think I'm
Like,
lying?
that's scary. He
You
looked
think
at
I'm
me in the
lying?
straight face, like just straight up lie.
I wish we could put up our records of like all the 1-on-1s we've ever played.
Anything before the age of 16, 17 does not count
It doesn't matter.
because I was not fully grown.
Maybe we can do that.
Yeah, we'll play
Yeah,
like
we'll
King
do
of the
a
Hill.
one-on-one, bro.
King of the
Yeah,
Hill.
we'll play King
King
of the
of the
Hill.
Hill will be live.
Yeah,
And just invite a few others.
yeah. You know,
Maybe get Soph on there.
get some 1-on-1s going.
Yeah.
But I
Just
wish we
get
could get
some,
some people to play flag football, bro. Like that would
Yeah.
get me to play way more.
Yeah.
It's
So
just that
we'll-
it takes
I
way
love
more to
flag
play.
football. Yeah.
So we'll do it. We'll do sports, like we'll film it. We got to get the shorties for the cheerleaders. That's the first thing that I'm thinking about. Yes. We need that.
some stakes, either for the winner or for whoever's in last place. Something to make it interesting.
Stakes, like a prize.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like money. It could just be something dumb, but just the fact that you won.
I guess, yeah, we could think of something.
Yeah, a WeSoCultured trophy. I don't know.
little
Yeah, my roommate has a 3D printer. I could print one out.
Oh,
There you go.
I'm so serious.
I
We
bet.
did that for fantasy football last year.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
3D
this
printed
trophy.
All right, bet we gotta do that. That sounds cool.
My other friend has a 3D printer, and he printed a 3D trophy for fantasy football. There's a golden trophy fantasy football winner or whatever.
That's actually kind of live.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's just for the fact that you won, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, we should make it like super tiny. I feel like that'd be funny as hell.
So even if you win, it's like, nigga, you won against us. Get this little ass trophy, you nigga.
Sorry ass.
Yeah.
Nah, but okay, I respect it. You got your own opinion. Dawit's opinion is facts.
But he's a much better perimeter shooter, though.
Yeah, I'll give him that. But like, as far as like getting to the paint, creating my own shot, I feel like Sam, you're not blocking any of Sam's jump shots.
You're not. Yeah.
That's what I came to accept. So what I would do is just, I know he don't shoot a lot of threes. He's like Kawhi. If I could like
Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi is like a mid-range merchant. So
What was his live?
Nah,
but low key, you ever see Kawhi he'll be like zoning out? I feel like I do that on the pod. I'll just be like,
they called you out before.
I just
bro,
in the comments.
zoning the
we be
fuck
trying
out,
to edit clips, and I be like, I don't want the camera to just be on one person, so I'll try and put, all right, let's see what Sam's looking like. Niggas should be like,
because I just be thinking sometimes, just like.
But you can think sitting, yo, this nigga looks like one of them bots that just like powers off.
No, it's like when you walk away from your computer at work and it goes to sleep. And
the screen gets dim.
Your Teams is on yellow, and you're like, "Damn, bro, I just went to go take a piss. Why I gotta unlock my screen?"
Nah, you gotta do that. You know what you gotta do?
Why I gotta unlock my screen?
Nah, one of the clips, you gotta put the yellow team's logo like right when I'm like zoned out.
Nah, you know what I gotta do? You know the GTA wasted? Shit, bro. You do be zoning out, man.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I respect y'all's opinions on that. Speaking of physical activity, right? We all go to the gym. I want to know, what are some annoying things that you guys see at the gym? I know I got some.
So, okay, at my gym, there's this lady. She's only there after. So, anytime I go to the gym, it's going to be after 8 p.m. It's like after work, after my day's over, whatever. I'll go there until it closes, right? And there's a lady there who I'm happy for her. Like, she's having a great time. Grand old time.
This is about to be crazy.
She's having a great time, okay? She's got her AirPods in, doing her workouts, whatever. The problem is she's singing out loud. And normally I wouldn't have a problem, like some people like to jam a little bit, like maybe you rap a certain lyric, something like that.
Yeah. Not okay.
But hers, I don't know if it's that she can't hear herself singing or if she just doesn't care.
You said this is an older woman.
Yeah, she looks like she's probably 40 something. Like,
oh no,
not like old, but
yeah, like not gray hair.
She grown.
Like
yeah, she's grown.
Yeah,
she looks like maybe she has some kids, whatever. But the way she's singing is like she's not fully like pronouncing the words. So like she'll be like, oh, no. But it keeps going and it won't stop. And at a certain point, like you just look
death row.
You're just staring at her like
death row is the
what's wrong
judgment.
with you, It'll interrupt you because you're in the middle of your set and then you hear this moaning that sounds like an animal dying or something. And you're like, and she's over there like jumping rope or something.
Oh man, that's gotta be rough.
It's disturbing.
I would have to try and find a different time to go if I had to deal with that every time. Wait, you said she goes like every day that you go?
At night, yeah, like late.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I feel like some people, they just like, it's not like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like people do whatever the fuck they want. But
I
it's
swear.
Like, I don't think she probably doesn't realize how loud she is.
That's what I'm saying. That's why like she's wearing the AirPods. I know they're noise canceling, so I don't think she can hear how loud she is or what she sounds like.
Yeah.
Which is why I kind of want to record it and then like show it to her.
Yeah, it's like when you like, I don't know if y'all ever like sang over like a song when it's like playing in the car or something, and then it just randomly stops, and then you hear your actual voice.
And you look around for
like,
people too. You'd be like, oh, nobody heard that, right?
Yeah. Like it's probably what she's going through, man.
Yeah, the music turns off and you're like, yeah.
Anything annoying that you see at the gym, Dawit, or that you've seen that like kind of drives you crazy?
Grunting really loud for heavy weight, which I can kind of get past that. Cause like if you're pushing yourself, fine. But my number one is throwing your weight down. Cause the way that I see it is if you can't control your weight, you can't lift it.
Okay.
Period. So why are you slamming shit? Like when I'm over here getting ready to do shrugs, I'm sitting in the bench, I sit up, and then all of a sudden, like, because Bozo over there wants to do, hang cleans with 5,000 pounds.
Right.
You don't have to be that big, bro, first of all, but that's beyond me.
Yeah, it's like...
The way that I see it is if you have to throw your weight down, you can't lift it.
He's asserting his
Set
dominance.
your weight down.
Like,
that's what he's doing. He's asserting his dominance.
Like it's a LA Fitness, bro.
Yeah, like you don't need to be. You don't need to be doing that at a LA Fitness.
He's
bro.
throwing the weight down and he's
go over there.
down.
Go over there to the power lifter gyms, bro. Let the public gym be for regular people.
You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to say that like you should be excluded, but like you want to do all that, bro. Go do that somewhere because we know what you're doing.
Yeah, she's showing out.
You're just showing out,
and
you
honestly,
know that you could put it down.
I talked to some of the girls like at the gym about this topic. Like, what do y'all be thinking about? Like niggas that slam the weights or all these big power lifters. They don't even fuck with them like that.
No, they don't.
Like,
well, but that's the thing. They're not showing out for the girls.
Yeah, I know, but some of them are.
No, I think they're doing both.
Some of them are.
I think it's more like when they slam it down. Have you noticed how they kind of do a quick look around?
Yeah, like
but
bro.
But
look,
I think as a man, you know, but they know that women don't like that. They're not dumb. What they're showing out for is to show like I'm stronger than you and I'm stronger than you. I'm telling you, they're flexing on guys.
As a man, I would never want to flex on another man.
I know,
Pause
which makes
that.
it worse. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, pause that. Hey yo,
I think it's both.
Yeah, maybe
because remember, like, have you seen like those little text messages that go viral on X and stuff, like the way that or DMs that dudes shoot their shot? You know that we're reading that like there's no way you thought that would work. These guys are saying it anyway. You don't think that they're doing stuff that women clearly don't like, that for some reason they have it in their head, they think that that's going to work?
Yeah, I can see it.
That's all the time, bro. Slamming your weight down, like...
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
It's corny.
And wipe down your seat, please.
Wipe
down the bench.
Fucking hate
especially
that.
Like, sweaty.
Bro, like, don't... I've seen a surprising number of women not do it, but for the most part, it's the dudes.
They act like they don't sweat.
Yeah.
You got swamp ass. You wipe the seat.
Yeah, like, bro, you gotta do the knee move, like when you get up. If
the knee move?
The knee move, like, well, I do it before I go, like, get the towel and stuff. Like, in between my sets, if I'm just like sweating OD and my bench gets sweaty, like where I'm sitting at, I'll get up and like I'll wipe it with my knee.
What?
I was really hoping that's not what you meant.
What do you
like I have sweats on, so I'll just wipe it. Bless you. I'll just kind of
wipe it with your pants.
Yeah. But it's it's a smooth way. I'm not gonna show it now. I can show y'all after. But it's like it's a way, like, especially when I'm doing rows, like dumbbell rows. It's an easy way because my knees are already on the bench.
Let me ask you this: how do you wipe down the bench? Like,
I use the cloth, but it's like
the cloth
in
that
between,
comes with the gym, right?
Yeah.
So, did you ever think that you could just take the cloth with you?
No. I don't use the towel joint. I use the spray. What's it called?
So like, why not just take some paper towels with you before you start, and you'll never have to actually wipe your sweat with your body?
I don't know. I feel like that's doing too much.
Not really. You have to walk over there anyway.
Yeah.
So let's just say that you use 2 paper towels to wipe it down, right? Take 4, and then you could use the first 2 to just get it to be dry enough, and then you can sanitize.
Yeah. It's also like if I'm also working out with someone.
I feel like this kid gets free life lessons every pod episode.
But when I'm working out with someone,
does he take the lesson?
No.
When I'm working out with someone, it's smooth though. I'll show y'all the knee move, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
How much are you sweating?
Who are
I
you working
sweat a
out
lot
with?
with my work because I usually do cardio before.
I feel like I've never had an issue working out with somebody where I'm like, yo, can you take care of that?
I sweat a lot.
You
It's
have
never
to
been
sweat a
that
lot.
much.
There has been, like, when I played football and I had partners or whatever, there's certain people that sweated so damn
O-lineman.
much that I was like,
Yeah,
nah.
I don't know. I think it's
D-lineman,
just
I just
O-lineman.
was so, we're so far into like this off-season workout that I don't care. But I did look at it like, oh man.
Yeah, if it's a slip and slide at that point, like, come on, bro.
That's
Like,
why I never do.
Dry
like,
it off.
If
yo.
we're
We were
playing
teenagers, so you use the bottom of your shirt, you wipe down the bar, and then you rack it on your back, do your squats, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's
you
why,
know what I
like,
mean?
when we play like shirts and skins, I usually don't play on skin side because it's gross.
Wait, you don't play on the skin side?
Yeah, because it's just so sweaty.
But I feel like you're gonna make more contact with the people.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd rather be on skins so that I'm not rubbing on somebody who's shirtless.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm saying
the one who's shirtless.
I'm saying I don't play on the side where you don't wear a shirt.
Why you use don't way too many times? What are you
Yeah,
saying?
too
Which
many
team are you
numbers.
on? Skins or shirts?
Shirts.
Nah, I'm on skins.
I'm on skins so that I don't have to touch.
I don't want to
without a
rub
shirt
on someone else who's sweaty. I'll be the one that's sweaty.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I don't want someone touching me shirtless while I'm sweaty like that.
So you'd rather them be shirtless?
Pause, yeah, because I still like.
Yeah, but
But now you're touching.
Now
their
you're
sweat.
touching bare skin.
Yeah, just a sweaty man.
Yeah, but also I don't want my nips out like that.
What?
Like rubbing up like on people like that.
But like you can control that.
Yeah, but now someone else's nips are coming at you. I don't know.
Well, when I play defense on like shirts and skins, I'm really calculated with how I play. Like it's like arms. I don't if someone's about to post me up, like you got it. I'm gonna let you get that. I'm gonna block it. Pause. I'm gonna block it from the back.
I don't want my hand on someone else's sweaty body. That's
I never
my
put my
problem.
hand on their body.
You just said you put your hand out.
Nah, but it's not. I'm not like grabbing their.
What if they post up on you?
It's more so like space.
What if they post up on you?
Yeah, I'm saying what I do is I let them get by and I try and block it from the back.
Which is also kind of.
So you're gonna take a L.
Yeah, for my pride, nigga.
Nah, that's
not
why I'm
letting a
on
shirtless
skins.
man,
That's why you got to be on skins, bro. You got to be on skins.
Me too. I agree.
I'm cool.
I'm not letting somebody score on me just because. Yeah, you be on skins, then you don't have to think
And
about any
hopefully
of
it's
that.
not all like skins on skins, bro. Like
Fuck
it's just
that.
gonna be people slipping
Nah,
off of
'cause
you.
yeah, then you don't even know whose fucking team you're on. But yeah, I guess I'm with that too. Like I hate when niggas are just yelling at the gym, like every set, especially when they're not even doing heavy shit.
Yeah.
Niggas be yelling like doing push-ups. Like you don't got to do that.
You really don't have to do all.
You don't
that,
have to
bro.
do that
Super
shit.
Saiyan 4. Or when people use 4 different things at the same time. They're using the
the
bench
circuit.
and the press and the pull-up bar and the thing. And now you come over there, they're like, hey, I'm using that.
No, use 2. Oh no! My number one that pissed me off, bro. So I always start my workout when I was doing not CrossFit, but when I was doing my own workout.
Yeah.
I always did the treadmill. There was this one dude who would leave a duffel bag at the treadmill to reserve it, and the gym is busy. It's cool if you walked away for like 3-4 minutes. He's reserved that thing for like 15 to 20.
Nah.
I was halfway to going to the staff and being like,
No
yo,
etiquette.
like y'all got that's a big gym etiquette, bro. Like you don't
Yeah.
do that. You don't have it shouldn't have to be a rule on the board.
At what point are you moving it yourself? Or are you ever getting to that point?
Yeah. Like,
No, I'm asking you, like,
'cause
at what point would you just be like, fuck this guy?
I'm not willing to be confrontational
Okay.
enough for it. Like, I mean,
neither.
if it happened to me every single time and all the treadmills are busy,
Like, egregious.
it was just, this happened to me a couple times here and there.
Okay.
Because what I'm not going to do.
So this is like the road rage thing.
Yeah, like there's no, it's regardless of whether I think I could be somebody ass or not. Because I've moved people's stuff before. There was actually, when I worked in Georgetown, there was a parking spot. Like, we couldn't park there because it's downtown DC, basically. So we parked on the street, and what we did was move every 2 hours so that the parking tickets couldn't keep up with us. But there were spots there that was like all day.
Right.
And I knew this one spot was a spot, and there was somebody putting a cone there. So one day I went over and I moved that bitch, bro. And when I was in my car, they came up to me, literally. They're like, "Can you move from my spot?" And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, like it's not your spot, nigga.
Yeah, you can have your cone.
They were like, "Did you move my cone?" I said, "What cone?"
Yeah,
because I didn't move it just next to the car. I like
smart man.
I yaga'd it basically, and it was like far enough. And
yeah,
I was literally like, I have no idea.
people
what you're
think they're
talking
smart,
about.
you know.
Yeah, like where did you get
Selfish.
this traffic cone?
Selfish.
Yeah, that too. Like,
And
where the
it'd
fuck
be
did
one
you
thing
get
if she was old. By the way, she was like maybe in her 30s,
She's just being selfish.
probably early 40s, late 30s.
She thought she outsmarted the system.
Yeah, it was some music school over there or whatever. I just happened to be working around Georgetown at that time. And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care. And she wanted to go back and forth. And I like was like, oh, I got to take this call. Hold on. Rolled up the
Yeah.
window. And then she hopped in her car. And then I opened my car door and walked off before she could do anything about it.
Nah. Last thing about the gym, though, that I'll say is the naked old men.
Ugh.
That
Oh, yeah.
is that's actually my number one
I was
thing.
trying not to bring that up.
That's my number one thing.
Especially in the sauna, bro.
Why are you letting it hang, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't need to see that today.
Yeah, no.
I was having a great day.
Sometimes I feel like they do it on purpose. Like
I was having a
do it on
great day.
purpose.
And then you always want to start a conversation.
I don't
oh
wanna
my
talk
god,
to you
yeah.
with
Don't
your
Yeah.
joke
talk
out.
to me when your meat is out.
You know
bro.
when you know when you're like walking into a new space and you could tell somebody wants to start a convo with you. Like they haven't said anything, but they're looking at you. That always happens, and I'm like, and I'll just like stare straight forward, so I'm not like making eye contact, but I could feel their
I
eyes
just
just.
spend the whole time at the gym with my eyes straight forward
Bro.
and pretend not to see people because I really am genuinely. I mean, I got a girl now, but genuinely, that's one of the last places I'm willing to shoot my shot at a girl.
Oh.
And I don't want any accusations when I'm minding my business.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, these gyms turning into Magic City, bro. Like
You talking about
yeah,
the One Life over in
BBLs,
Maryland?
the BBLs, the fits,
Which
like,
part of
and
Maryland was
I'm
it?
all for it though. I like how the fits are looking nowadays for the gym. I could imagine what they was wearing back in the day, but like now, like
Back in the day, like when?
I don't know, like 80s, 70s.
It was like that one piece.
I don't think girls were really in the
that one
skirt.
piece that looked like
Skirt.
a what's it called? That looked like a swimsuit.
I feel like girls
You know
were
what I'm talking
they
about?
weren't really in the weight room though, like that.
Nah, like, or just like when they wanted to work out or be active.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
now, like, I fuck with the fits they got. You know, shout out to all the women that work out. But I don't know. Like, I understand what he's saying. Like, shooting your shot at the gym, that's
Don't
a no
do
no.
that, bro.
Don't
Like,
do it.
That's one of those places where they clearly show you an alley to shoot your shot. Do not go. I mean, but worst case scenario, as long as you're not being weird, bro, you just take that answer no and you walk away.
Yeah.
You know what it is for me? Why, you know, in the past I've never shot my shot at the gym. It's the same reason why I've never done it at work. Same reason why usually, like, if I'm in the same class with somebody, I wouldn't do it there. It's because if it doesn't work out, I got to see you tomorrow. And now I have to like, I either have to avoid you or we have to pretend like that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's the worst.
If her headphones are in, bro, good God. I've had people interrupt me with my headphones on. Mind
Yeah.
you, not
Yo.
even to shoot their shot, just literally asking some silly ass question about some shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Oh, are you from the? And
Bro.
I'm sitting here taking it off like. The only reason you tell me to take it off is I'm about to hurt myself or something.
Right.
Or like I stole this bench from you and you were working already. Do not
Dog.
make me take off my headphones. It better be important.
Imagine you shoot your shot and she says, huh?
Yo.
I'm never going back to the gym again.
Yo. I'm not gonna lie, that happened to me once. It was bad.
What was that?
Yeah.
You talking to me?
It was bad, yeah.
What'd you say?
And the worst part is this was in Woodbridge and she really didn't speak English like that. So she was like, sorry, no English. I was like, oh, damn, my fault. But
Damn, my
yeah.
fault.
She was lying.
I mean, as long as
Nah,
you're not bothering them further than that, then I mean,
yeah,
there's nothing-
I didn't press it after
But-
that. But it was like it is that yeah. Don't go up to them if they got earphones.
Duh, I
in.
actually seen somebody interrupt her mid set and have her
Nah,
take
that's
off her
crazy.
headphones.
She had to rack the weight. She's like,
Yeah, I think she was doing lawnmowers, bro.
Don't do that. Like the only time it's worked for me is if I catch it at the water fountain, like just filling up water, or if we're just happen to be walking out.
Yeah, like you're
at the same
leaving.
time. Yeah,
That's the only
that's the
two
only
times.
two
that's-
times.
Even the water fountain is kind of teetering on the line a little
That
bit.
I could tell she had like
you had to both be in line waiting for the water.
She didn't have her headphones fully on. It was like,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's
it's at the end of the
It's
day,
still
bro,
risky,
like, yeah. Walking out is a good spot. And honestly, like, you just, whenever I had those moments where I made like accidental mutual eye contact, I'll just say, oh, hi, how you doing? And I will walk away, bro.
Yeah.
You have to make it more of a conversation than I will. I will not engage this conversation. I promise.
Facts.
I literally promise
Yeah.
you will not find me on Twitter.
Yeah. I used to be like I'm still working on that though, because sometimes I'll be a little delusional. I'm be like, oh, she's looking at me like she must she must want me or something, you know?
Isn't that? But I feel like it's a guy thing.
Yeah, like, you know, like if a shorty you think is cute says hi to you, you go back to your guys like, yo, bro,
She
like,
wants me, bro.
we going on
She
a date
wants me,
tomorrow.
When you gonna holler at that old girl at Giant, bro?
Oh my god,
A Giant.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know. I
Why?
feel like she got a man's.
What do you mean?
What do you mean feel like?
Okay, do y'all ever get men's intuition? Like, you know how there's women's intuition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all ever just know when a girl has a man? I
Like,
feel like
without-
I'm right 99% of the
without
time.
speaking
I'm
to
not gonna
them.
lie, I could feel it too.
Without speaking
It's
to them.
almost like even
Yes.
feeling like, yeah. It's
Without
really,
speaking to them. I've never spoken to this girl, but I know she has a man. There's no way
like
she don't
there's
got
no
a
way
man.
you're not cuffed.
I've never gotten that feeling.
Oh, you're not tapped in, bro. You got.
I'ma
you gotta
find
tap
out,
in with
though.
your men's intuition.
No, but it's like I'm gonna find out. Like you have to tell me. You have to say that. If you don't say that,
So you're a go-getter.
but I'm just saying, like if you don't say that,
Nah, see, I'm
He's saying he don't care.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying.
no.
He's saying
If
he
you
doesn't
say
And
you
they
got
be
a-
calling me toxic.
then you say you got a man, then that's that. But
Yeah,
how
you
would
need it like to be like
say it.
say it. Yeah,
I mean, that's
guess.
true. You never truly know.
Yeah,
You might be blocking your blessings. That's what I'm saying.
So when you go over there to buy your guacamole and chicken thighs, just be like, "Oh, how you doing?" And then just see how it goes from there.
Just don't
that's
say something.
also another thing.
The worst answer you could get is no.
Shit,
Yo,
not in PG
that
County.
is always wrong. That
Fuck
is
that.
never the truth.
They would be like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Never
dusty
let
ass
somebody
nigga.
say, yeah. Yo.
Bro,
Nah, I pick my battles. The thing is, like I don't know how to describe it, but there's some girls that you see that you just like. There's no way she's single. Like,
They're
you know,
single.
you know what it is
They're
though
single.
too. I also feel like for you, it's almost like it would lose its touch if you actually knew her.
That's what it is. The allure.
I think the allure is
the
what's
idea of her.
yeah. Like
you
I
know?
think you would ruin the picture.
Once you know,
You're ruining it.
You're
One-
ruining
yeah.
You're ruining it.
once you know for sure that she has a man or not, it's like the fantasy's gone.
No, I mean even past that, I think even just knowing her
Yeah.
would almost ruin the allure.
Oh, for sure.
Like she would have to have like the dopest personality. Otherwise, like, because if she's boring, bro,
Yeah.
you just hollered at the
Yeah.
grocery store clerk.
Or even if she's just regular, like now the fantasy's gone.
yeah, like
You know, she's
so-
no longer the giant girl. Now
I
you
kind
know
of
her
don't want to
name.
ruin it. Like,
Yeah,
I kind of want
think I
to
just talked you out of it after
Yeah.
trying to talk you into it.
Nah, I kind of want to keep her as the giant girl.
She's the giant girl.
She's the giant
you know?
girl?
You're never
Yeah.
gonna. Do you even know her name?
Nah,
You're never gonna know her name.
Doom, 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 doom.
You can't
baby,
know her
baby,
name.
baby.
I feel. I feel
You
like
can never know her name, bro.
like if I were to
You
ever
don't
go
know
up to her,
my-
I would just start stuttering. Like,
She stay having braids too. That's the funniest part.
You stutter?
yeah, like I would just
Why?
get nervous and like say some dumb shit. Like she's that kind of fine,
Yeah, but she's a
Yonisha
person.
Keys.
huh?
Huh?
Alicia Keys.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
What?
You'll hear it in the recording.
We'll play
It's
it. I heard you singing.
fine. Yonisha Keys.
Oh, you only.
Yo, that's crazy. No, what? I don't know though. I think I don't know how I feel about shooting my shot at someone while they're at work.
I would never.
But maybe if it was like,
That's been like a hard rule for me.
Nah, definitely not while she's working. You'd have to catch her like.
Oh, I meant
You
like.
just happen to catch. Nah. It has
But
to be
there
at the
was-
daytime she got off from work. Don't do
Yeah.
it at night.
Yeah. I was
about to
Walk
say,
out of-
yeah.
but
I meant like if we work together, I would never do it.
oh, for
oh,
sure.
that's different. Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna bother anybody if I'm at their place of work and I'm not working there, I'm also not bothered.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, especially a place like Giant, like the manager's always walking around somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's that bad though. Like at Giant, I feel like you could, you're checking out.
how many times you shot your shot at Giant?
I'm saying that's not that bad.
He's a Trader Joe shooter.
Oh yeah,
Or
you a
Trader
Wegman shooter?
Joe's? No.
He a
With the
Wegman shooter.
fedora.
He like the moms.
The fedora
With the
is
fedora.
crazy.
He like the moms.
I feel like at Giant, her day's boring anyways.
Yeah.
I
If
feel
it's
like
not
there's
busy,
something to be
I
if
feel
it's
like
not
I
busy.
feel like if it's dead as shit,
it's
she
dead.
doesn't look like she's doing anything. Maybe I might say something.
Yeah.
But it's usually when I go, it's busy, so not really able.
Honestly,
to do
one of the cringiest things is like hearing from, because I used to know some bottle girls here and there. Dudes will holler at bottle girls, strippers. Like, why?
that'll never work.
Why? Like,
Yeah.
if they're here to make money off of you liking them, they will never, ever, 9 times out of 10 like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or you have to have enough bread.
Yeah, I was gonna say
to make her
If you
like
just
you.
got dumb bread, then
Yeah.
you're good. But
Because
Yeah.
I won't lie, I've been lit and I've gotten bottle girls' numbers, but it's like I never wanted to pursue that. The next day, I'm like, why did I even?
Yeah, I've gotten it before.
Why was I
and I'm not
trying?
a fan.
yeah,
I got it like once or twice before, and I was like,
Yeah, I'm like, she's probably a nice girl, but I'm just, I was
Yeah.
drunk.
yeah.
I wasn't really interested.
If anything, I'm gonna just ask for the IG.
And you never
Yeah.
know. Sometimes they just be giving out their number because it's like, whatever, who cares?
Yeah,
Right.
So it's like, am I really, like, they know you're
Yeah.
lit.
Yeah.
Am I really
sure.
about to pursue this?
Right.
No.
Or they'll hit you with the like, oh, I'm working, come back, because they want you to. You got to pay the tip.
They're over here
and
trying to
s-
make connections.
Exactly.
bro.
Exactly.
We're not dumb.
Come get a
We
table.
know.
I'm working Friday. Come get a table.
Yeah, like, it's cool. I don't take it personal.
No, I don't take it personal at
But-
all. It's business.
Am I gonna holler? Like,
Nah,
you'd have to.
you know, a lot of guys aren't like that.
What do you mean?
know, they'll fall for all that shit. Like them.
Oh,
being
they
nice
do.
to- yeah,
Of
it's
course
just
they
funny
do.
as hell.
She's getting paid to be nice.
Shit, man.
It's
We
her
can,
job.
One other thing I wanted to ask, or next topic I want to ask, what do y'all do when your girl says it's fine?
I can tell you what not to do. Say, okay. and end the
Yo,
conversation.
That is, oh, nah.
That's literally the worst
yeah,
thing
that's
you
the
could
worst
ever
thing you
do.
could probably do, yeah.
That's how everything will not be fine. You ensured nothing will be fine now.
Yeah, because
Well,
even
it depends on the tone of it's fine.
Nah, I'm saying
It's like 99% of the time.
99% of the time, it's not fine.
it's not fine.
But like, there's like, you know, in like a light conversation, she's like, it's fine. Just let me put it this way to you. Sometimes you have to pick that battle. And if it's light enough to where you think you can skate by, it's still a gamble. But there's
Crazy
times where
gamble.
like that thing that she's saying is fine too is like, you know, this big a deal. You might get away with being like, oh, okay. You know, like as long as you play dumb. You have to play dumb to the right level.
You know how we said we wouldn't skydive? This is what Dawit doesn't need to skydive.
Yeah, bro.
He likes to live on the edge.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
This is his skydiving.
I do it right here, bro. Like,
Bro.
okay, it's fine though. 99% of the time, what I do, I'll be like, look, I know it's not fine.
Yeah.
Help me understand how I'm looking at it wrong or whatever. I try to, even when I disagree with whatever the situation is, I can at least either A, like, you know, try to get the perspective of her, or B, make sure she's heard. And that usually gets me out of it.
Yeah.
Not always. Nothing's foolproof with your girl having an attitude at the end of the day.
Right.
See, this is how Dawit wins them over, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
What
dude.
I'm just, you know, I mean,
Stop being genuine.
He's smooth.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, bro, like my answer, I don't want to get myself in trouble. Let's just say,
you
like,
don't have to say.
yeah, I'm not gonna say what I have done to get out of it at times, but for the most part, that is my like genuine like. I know it's not fine.
The problem with like even trying to argue with it. The thing, I feel like most girls are professional, like just at arguing, at, you know, positioning things in a way where you're still gonna lose anyways.
100%.
So
Bro, yeah.
the way, anytime I've argued with somebody about like it's fine, and you tried to like, you know, prove that you're right, even if you're right about whatever the thing is, she's not wrong about how she feels about it.
Like you could be wrong about how you feel
can
about
be
it.
wrong. Yeah. So no matter what you do, she's not wrong about how she feels. So it's like, what are you supposed to do now?
You ever got into that argument, and it kind of reminds me of, you know, when you fall asleep in one position and then you wake up on the other side of the bed in a completely different position, and then you'll be like, oh shit, and then you go back to sleep and then you wake up in a completely different place in a different position. I've felt like that in so many arguments where I'm like, wait. We started over here.
How the fuck
How did we get over here?
Yeah. Let's reset. It's true, bro. I'm telling you, they're just masters of that. Like they just know how to navigate conversations, and
They're so incredible.
Yeah,
so many misdirections and just like
that talent is.
How are we so frustrated with it and we still want it? You know, like.
Nah,
I like my women spicy. That's my problem.
You know what it is for me? If I'm, that's the thing. If I'm like, when I'm interested in this person and I want to like work this out, that's when, you know, in a way that they can have the upper hand in that situation. Because like I do want this to work out. But if it's just like some girl, I could argue with you all day. Like we can go bar for bar. Like I'm not losing this argument.
So I'm gonna put two different things out there. Number one, like before her, right? Girls that I didn't care about that would start those arguments with me, I nonchalant them to death. And they
hate that.
Despise that.
They hate that more than a
like,
crash
because
out.
I will look at you and be like, yeah, you're right.
They hate that more than a crash out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I literally do not care.
Yeah.
Or I've blatantly said like, I just don't care.
That's why I'll argue with the girl that I want to be with. Because I know they'll want me. It's crazy logic, but like anytime I've been nonchalant with the girl, we usually fall off. But when it's like if she says it's fine and I'm like, you know, why do you always treat me like this? She gonna be responding in 10 seconds.
You gotta hear, why do you always do that?
Yeah, like
oh my god.
No, or you gotta hit her with the just chill. Yo, she gonna be crashing out because it's like.
Have y'all seen those clips on TikTok? It was like, you need to relax a little, right? After she just got mad at you, and then the next clip is like the police cam recording of her in an interview, and he was like, "You killed him." Yes, I did. You stabbed him 25 times. Yes, I did. And I'm like, bro, I would never, ever, the words relax or calm down would never, ever come out of my mouth.
Yeah, man.
I value my life. Now she's going to live here?
Yeah.
There's like, knives in this house.
It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like.
Telling anybody to calm down.
While they're pissed. That's actually my number one
That's
pet peeve.
the least. Like,
especially when I'm not, I'm already mad. You just took me from 10 to 15. I'm not mad. You took me from 4 to 10.
Yeah.
Do not tell me to relax.
Yeah.
Because like
it's so belittling.
Ooh, bro. Especially if you hear me say, "Bro, do not tell me to relax." You hear me say that shit. Just know that like my snapping moment is coming.
Yeah. Dawit, you're right here, and I need you to be right here. It's so belittling. It's so condescending. Yo, it's so condescending to say that to anyone.
You know, it's one of my things that I also appreciate about my girl too. That she actually tells me this, other than the stuff that should be obvious, like which I think came in the package already, right? Like stuff that she has an issue with. 9 times out of 10, I don't have to guess.
That's good.
And she will tell me what's up, you know, like that's one thing that I find refreshing.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I feel bad because, you know, it can at times feel like she's giving off instructions and she hates that too. But like,
you would rather that.
I would rather that for the most part. There's times where it's like stuff that you would just, as a guy, you just don't know that.
Yeah,
and from girl to girl is different. And same thing for us. Like as guys, from guy to guy, we're different. There's certain things that we like, you know, so like I appreciate that level of communication. My girl's communication is the best I've ever experienced. I'm going to tell you that much.
Yeah.
Man, Dawit better have a good weekend, man. You better have a good weekend.
I really hope so.
You better have a great weekend, yeah.
I really hope so.
Dawit is investing in the future.
I am. I am.
For sure.
We're investing in each other, bro.
I gotta get like him, man.
Hey, man.
I'd be arguing just to argue, just because I'm bored.
Oh, I
don't got nobody.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to get a kick out of like when I had the moment to like for a girl to be pissed and I could hit her with some nonchalant shit. I was smiling at my phone.
Yeah.
Like like I could damn near lay down on my stomach on the bed with my feet kicking and like be
bro.
sending that text. Like, I guess if that's how you feel,
Oh
send like a
my
laughing
Oh my
emoji.
god, yeah.
Yeah,
It's nothing
bro.
like getting like a text like that, like a crash out text. Maybe if it's not that bad, but you just know that the girl feels strongly about you. It's like, dang, you like me. Like,
You ever hit him with the I'm not reading all that?
oh shit,
I'm
I've
not
never
reading
done
all
that.
that.
I've never done
I'm,
that.
feel like
I'm not that dangerous.
I feel like
I'm not that
like
afraid.
liking it, like a thumbs up, is the same as.
It's the same.
It's the same thing.
It's the same.
You didn't read it. Because if she sent you an encyclopedia and you thumbs it up, you didn't read it at all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all ever send an iMessage game after?
8-ball.
Yo, I used to be fucked up in high school.
Like, what's
bro.
the little beer pong one?
The cup pong?
The cup pong.
Oh, man, yeah.
After all that.
Yo, don't do that, yo. Like, that shit's fucked up, bro. Don't do it.
She's like, what
Trust
the
me.
hell is this? You're like, I was trying to lighten the mood.
I swear to God, bro. I would end your life if you sent me an 8-ball game mid argument.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Want to play 8-ball?
Don't play 8-ball.
Oh, man.
I've never done that. I've never done that.
Nah, that's creative.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I would not recommend it if you want the shit to last.
Yeah.
But
The one time I've only it's not crazy like that, but during a crash out moment, I responded with you know that line from the Kendrick song where he's like bing bop boom boom pow.
yo, that's crazier.
She did not find that funny at all.
That's crazier than sending 8-ball.
Oh, dude.
Yo, you're wild.
I thought it was gonna lighten the mood. I thought it was pretty funny. Like in hindsight, it's pretty funny.
Not after a fucking crash out.
Nah,
Yeah, you're bold
bro.
for that, nigga.
You crazy for that one.
I found it amusing, but
Well, I'm glad you guys had some insight on that. That's
Oh,
funny,
you thought
though.
you were the only one who's done this shit before.
Yeah, I was like,
No. Like, I don't know. I prefer doing it verbally because over text
Yeah.
message you're gonna get like, oh, okay, I hear you, but like verbally, I will like, I'm not gonna lie. There's times where I've cracked a smirk like mid crash out on like when she
person?
was mid crash out.
that's my problem. I'm really bad at taking shit serious. Like, so a lot of it's times when there's a serious conversation, I'm like, like,
pause. You're just like pause.
yeah,
in the middle of her argument.
Yo,
I even said once, you care about me, don't you, Squidward? She left.
yo, yeah, like, I don't know.
That's
Still
a
immature.
great idea. That's actually a great idea. I think that anytime a crash out happens, you send that picture of SpongeBob where he's like,
I've done that before.
Yo, y'all hate shit, yo.
Oh, or like when you know that she's like pissed but not super pissed.
yeah.
Like, you know, the I love you.
Oh my god. You gotta do. Sometimes you gotta spice it up like that.
Yeah.
Even though it'll cost.
But you got to know
Another
what's the
fight.
safe zone for that.
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah.
like the you know, you think of like an earthquake, you know, like there's, you know, the what is the scale?
The Richter scale or
The Richter
something.
scale is
Yeah.
1, and then there's like catastrophic.
Yeah.
Like don't play with nature.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like there's the one where like all it does is rattle the chandelier a little bit. Like yeah, that one you can go in there, you can play a little bit, you'd be all right.
Like a little healthy back and forth is never.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay.
But you don't want the earth splitting and cars
Right.
falling through.
Right.
Like don't try that.
Right. That's fair. Last question I got for you guys. Why do you think most men go for shorter women?
I'm not tall, so
But just in general, like
just like proportionally, the girl
Yeah.
has to be shorter. Because I think it's the same inverse reason of like the whole natural thing of like I don't want to look up at my girl.
Because the other side of the question is why do women go for taller men? I feel like it's
It's the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
they don't want to look down at their man.
Yeah, it's just. I feel like it's just a natural.
When they
Yeah,
put
but
on
then
heels,
now
really
you
think
have
about it.
like a greater amount of tall women, like tall women that are, having trouble because not all of them, but some of them are having trouble because if they want a tall guy, a lot of the tall guys are picking the short girls.
Oh, you're talking about like the 6'5",
You mean like
picking the
real
5 footers.
tall?
Not
Okay.
6'5" girls, but like even girls that are like 6 foot and up. Like,
No, I'm saying the guy. They're look like the guys that are 6'5", 6'6" are getting
Yeah.
girls that are okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I've seen
okay.
them talking about that before,
Yeah, you
which
know?
is, I mean, you
Bro,
can't,
if you're
you can't
6'5"
make people want something, but at the same time, like at 5 feet tall, like if you can put your arms out like this
Yeah.
and I can pick you up, like no,
You're like uppies.
like don't be talking about like I need somebody over. I have to have somebody.
Yeah.
But again, it's whatever you want at the end of the day. So I can't knock it. I just always found that peculiar when you're damn near a legal midget and you're talking about like my man has to be 6 feet tall.
yeah, that's the shit I'll never understand.
I'll never understand it. The only thing I can understand is it's your preference.
Yeah.
Do you? I don't need it. Don't care. I already got one. So whatever y'all want, y'all can want an 8 foot dude for all I care at this point. Toof.
Yeah,
All of you.
it's gotta be.
I feel like for some of the tall dudes, it's a fetish, low key.
It
a little
seems
For the guys that
weird.
are
It's
like
a little weird. You're gonna have back problems at
if
40.
if you're 6'5" and you only date girls that are 5'2",
That's fucking weird.
yeah, something's off.
Like the Shaq to his ex-wife proportion or whatever.
Right.
Didn't he
I
go
guess
with the girl?
Unfortunately
Shaq-
for him,
yeah, that's how
he's got
gonna
no
look with
choice,
every
kind of.
girl.
But
Right.
I'm just, I'm over
But yeah,
exaggerating.
though it
the
still looks
proportion is
Your
strange.
back is gonna be messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
time
bro.
you go to like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I can't imagine like looking at my knees and that's where the top of my girl's head is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels weird, bro. Like she looked like a child next to you. Like that shit's weird, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's natural tendency. It's the male versus female dominance thing, and I don't know. I'm not dating somebody taller than me ever.
I don't
would've
really
never
care
done
about height. Like, it can't be too crazy though. Like,
What's your max?
I would say probably
6'6".
nah. Like I'd say 6'2".
it. How tall are you?
6'2".
I'm 5'11".
6'2". She's a whole head taller than you at that point.
I'd say I'm 5'11" with Jordans. I'm 5'10".
Because if she's
So like 4 inches taller than you?
Yeah,
bro,
that's straight.
But if she's 6'2" and she wears
heels.
3-inch
she's
heels,
6'5", 6'6". Yeah.
nah, that's too tall for me.
Bro, if
I
she
don't know.
like, okay, what are you gonna do if like you're arguing and she puts her hand on
She
the top of
little
your
bros
head?
you.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a discussion.
She little bros you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or
I
she
don't
does
think-
one of these and puts her arm on top of your head.
That see
These are things that will cross their mind. They're going to think about
Yeah,
doing that.
She gonna fuck with you, you know.
They have the craziest intrusive thoughts, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
She's gonna give you a noogie one day.
oh shit! If that happens,
She
then
put you in a
I'm
headlock.
gonna just tell her go through my phone. Have fun. At that point, you want to
Traumatize
be yeah.
her.
You think it's sweet?
Yeah, you want to fuck with me? Like, go ahead.
See, that's what you did.
It's like, nah, don't be doing that. I think they know better than to like disrespect.
No, they get comfortable
No.
and then they don't look at it like that. They know that it's disrespectful and it pisses you off.
That's what's
and
funny.
they think that's fun.
Yeah. Because unless you draw the line before it ever happens, then we're exploring now.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna,
Yeah, she's just like, she thinks that like,
Yeah.
oh, let me see how he reacts.
he never said don't do this. So
Yo, nah, like I'm just thinking about that. Like, what if like hypothetically y'all had a girl that was like hella tall and she did like she used you as an armrest or she gave you a nuggie or some shit like at like a public
that's
event
what I'm
or party.
That's
like,
what I'm talking
how
about.
do you even handle that? You just like
We're leaving right there. I'm grabbing her
son,
hand.
like,
we're leaving
I'm not.
the event.
I'm leaving
how
her
tall are
there.
you talking? Okay, I'm 5'7". How tall are you talking?
She's 6'3".
All right, no, I'm not.
6'3"
No,
is not-
Nah, I'm saying
That's
okay.
tall.
I'm
If
saying
she's wearing
it is-
heels,
it is-
then she's tall. At
Yeah.
that point, she's 6'5".
Yeah, so she's 6'3". I'm kicking her in the kneecap.
yeah, bro. Like I'm not leaving there without
Damn
doing
stork.
something. Yeah, bro. And then like I might pull a little bag, a little short Joe, and we leave.
Dang.
Like
You hit him with
can't-
the like right in the back of the knee. You know what I'm talking
When
about?
they-
The one
yeah.
that
they buckle.
and then right when she's
She
at
go,
your
hey,
level.
she go fall down like Wimby. It'll take her 15 seconds to fall down. Nah, bro, but like it gets to a point where it's like one, like you said, if you're 6'5", 6'4", leave the 5 foot, 5'2", 5'3" girls to the regular 5'6" to 5'10" men. Like
Yeah.
it's
Thanks,
simple.
Thanks for being inclusive, bro. I appreciate that.
But also, why, like, you know, if you're 6'6", why are you gonna interrupt God's work? You know, like, you're already tall.
Oh yeah, the bloodline
Just
is
keep
fucked.
it. You're tall. You're meant to be tall.
The kid still has a chance. If they have a kid, they have a chance to be that height, but it's not likely.
Like, look at LeBron. What, he's 6'8"?
Yeah, and then Savannah's like
Savannah's
6 foot maybe.
You know,
5'11".
She's 6 foot.
Savannah's not that
She's
tall,
not?
is she?
6 foot is tall.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
she's
tall
not.
as hell.
Maybe she might be like 5'8".
But either way,
5'7".
it's like, you know, that balances out to Bronny being what, 6'2"?
She's 5'7".
she's 5'7".
Same
She's
height as me.
5'7". So it's like,
Which is still, relatively speaking, that's tall
For a
me.
woman,
that's
that's
tall.
pretty tall.
But like, for example, let me give you perspective. They're a foot and an inch apart. So that would be like me dating someone that's 4'11".
Yeah.
That's the proportion.
And you're how tall?
6.
6 foot.
So it's like,
But I don't think it's as bad though.
no. I'm saying the proportion there is like a foot.
Proportionally, it is the same. But like,
About.
I just mean like at least you'll see this person in person, and you're like, oh, you're not a munchkin. He's
Yeah.
just gigantic.
He's gigantic. Yeah.
But the other way around, it's like, why? If you have to pull out a stool to get something out of your cabinet in your kitchen, you do not need to have somebody over 6'5". You can want that, fine, but like, please
stay. You know how they say stay in your tax bracket? Stay in your fucking height bracket.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's the end of discussion.
And you can't knock me for not wanting somebody taller than me either.
Yeah,
I don't think you can knock anyone for that.
I think it's the
Like,
exact
I'm,
same,
you know?
both vice versa. I just think
Yeah.
it's a little crazy when you're like, my requirement, and you're
Yeah.
5 foot and you want somebody over.
Yeah.
I think it's a little crazy, but at the end of the day, that's what you want.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it's your preference. We can get into the Q&As now. So we got a couple today. First one is from @NowAndLater666.
Jeez.
Yeah, I guess this is his username. He asked, "Can y'all swim?" That's it. He's just asking if we can swim.
Can y'all swim? Yeah, we can swim.
I can swim.
Yeah, I can swim.
I was swimming since I was 4. That's
Yeah.
28 years, bro.
Yeah.
I can swim.
I'm kind of like, is that like a little racist?
Low key.
Yo, pull up their profile.
I don't know
photo,
how
yo.
this person looks,
I
but
want to see their profile. Photo,
that's a crazy. Can y'all swim?
just
Can
can y'all
y'all
swim?
swim?
Not he didn't even put a question mark.
Can y'all swim?
Can y'all swim?
I do feel like it's a life skill. I know a lot of people who can't swim.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's crazy when you like
That's a
actually ask
survival
people,
skill.
and they're like, nah, I don't swim. I don't even get in water. I'm like, damn.
I think a lot of people who grew up in cities,
Yeah,
like big
that's true.
cities,
They never had pools or anything.
there's no point. Like it just doesn't cross their mind. Like it's not a normal thing. The beach is too far away.
But I feel like most Absha parents seem to go out of their way to make sure
My
you know how to
dad-
ride
Yeah,
a
they
bike,
did that
you
for
know how
us.
to swim.
My dad taught me how to swim when I don't even remember it.
Yeah,
I don't even remember like that
I was
happening.
at 4 when I
Yeah.
learned, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put the little floaties.
But I was able to swim on my own by the time I was 5.
Yeah, I think I was probably around the same age too.
And then I remembered my mom's freaking out when I used to go into the 6-foot pool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still remember the first time I went off like the diving board on like the big side of the pool with
Yeah.
like the 10 feet or whatever. And like it's like at some point you got to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
It's like just like you were saying for survival mode. So now and later, yes, we can swim. @Shariel_E asks, if you could ban one thing from the world, what would it be?
Ban one thing from the world. Cocho.
You got beef with Cocho for real.
I'd ban that.
Cocho is
I would ban that so fast, bro. I never want to smell that again in my life. I swear.
You're gonna smell it during Easter.
Nah, bro. I'd ban
Um,
it. Banished to the cellar.
That's a hard. There's so many things I would want to ban.
Misr, another one.
Nah, don't hate.
No, I don't hate it that much.
I'd ban it.
To pick one thing, you can't pick something else.
Oh no, I'm just going down the list while y'all are, I'm just.
I already know
I'm just
mine.
adding
Should I
things.
go?
Oh
Yeah, go.
I would ban Ice Spice from rapping ever again.
That's hate.
Why are you hating on Ice
That's
Spice,
hate.
bro?
Oh, there's a whole list of them. That's just the first person I'm picking.
So you don't think she's lyrically like one of the best right now?
I will put you on the streets. I will literally move all the shit from your bedroom and throw it down the street.
He don't even think that.
Come on, you gotta really listen.
She don't even think that.
No.
This is how I know you guys didn't actually listen to her songs or her album.
The last one I heard was Munch.
What's her face?
Think you the shit, bitch. You not even the fart. So when you look at that and actually like understand the lyrics, those are bars.
There's nothing to break down.
Explain it to me.
We don't have to explain it right now.
Yeah, you do.
There's
Did
not
you hear
even
what I
anything to
said?
break
I know.
down.
Take that bar and explain it to me.
All right. Think you the shit,
Do I think I'm the shit? Okay.
bitch.
Okay.
Cause like, bitch, you not even the fart. So you thought you were the shit. Like you thought you were the poop. But you not even the fart. Like you didn't even get to the poop.
So what is he?
Nothing. You're not even the fart. Like you ain't shit, bitch.
And you ain't fart.
Y'all need to really see y'all not listening like I am. Y'all not analyzing
Bro,
like
you
I
ain't
am.
fart, bro.
He's at least the fart.
He's the fart?
He's the fart.
Okay, he's
Thank
the
you.
fart.
He can have the fart.
Y'all gotta really understand when it's like if there's an Ice Spice song, I'm listening.
I don't even think there's a song in rap history that utilized the word fart other than that one. That is so historically bad.
That actually makes it legendary because she's the first.
I feel like Eminem probably
You're
did
potting
once.
so hard. Eminem's allowed to do that. If he said it,
I'm trying
it
to
was
think.
probably a bar.
I'm thinking if anybody would.
Either that or, well, after, if it's anything post decline Eminem, then,
Yeah.
you know, but
Right.
like,
Yeah, I guess. I will say, I mean, I'll definitely watch the music video.
I would
more
ban
than
that.
I
That's
listen
why
to the
you're
song.
listening. You're not listening for the bars. You're watching the music video.
She
You're
looks-
not just playing
she
it on.
looks great.
You're
She
not
looks
playing it on
great.
Spotify. You're watching it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, I can't even think of something I would ban. This is a really good question.
ban Arby's.
Arby's. They have good fries.
Arby's is not a legitimate. I don't believe they're pulling in legitimate money. Like
Why?
Because I never see anyone in the drive-through.
Because we're on the East Coast.
Where is it more popular?
In the Midwest.
Oh, so why the fuck they got it out here? I never see anyone pulling up to an Arby's.
Just open. I don't know. They just,
That shit gotta be like,
it's a front.
yeah, this gotta be some money laundering or some crazy shit going on.
But I will say their commercials are a big pause, bro. We have
All
the
the meats.
We got the meats.
How about on a more serious note? Something that you would ban.
That's what I'm thinking.
That
I'm
would
trying
be-
to think
Oh,
of
y'all
like
trying to be serious?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying now. Like, how about that as well?
Well, it doesn't have to be like, oh my God, but just something more like meaningful.
Something more meaningful that I would ban from the world from ever existing again.
Taxes.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
I'm not gonna lie.
But there's a negative effect to that, though. You know, like that's how the country ends up running, right?
Allegedly.
I mean, whether they use it all appropriately is a different question.
Yeah, I mean,
But the general consensus is that taxes are used to pay our police, pay our schools, pay all, you know.
maybe.
You know what I would ban actually? A 5-day work week.
That's a good one.
Maximum, it should be a 4-day work week.
I think you're being generous, but then again, I'm also looking at it as we're getting our lick back. So I think 4 is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts. That's my
Ban a
One I would ban.
5-day work week. That's actually
Right?
That's actually very solid. I'm
Hey.
proud of you.
You say I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I couldn't poke a hole in that.
Oh shit. Okay, we can go on to the next one. Well, this is the last one. At _.AbigailX asks, are you guys related? Y'all look the same.
Yeah, she's probably asking y'all too, because there's no way I look like you guys.
Well, I think she probably saw the video we did with us three in the baby pictures.
Yeah,
a lot of people were commenting like,
I'm just
are
a
y'all
kid.
related or whatever? Yeah. So, yes, we're related, but me and Sam are brothers, and then Dawit is our cousin.
Yep, and then yeah, that's literally it.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I feel like for me and Sam, I don't know how it is for you and your brother, but like when people see us, it's either they say y'all look exactly alike, or they say y'all look nothing alike.
I actually think y'all are very distinguishably different. Like you could actually, if I didn't know you, you can make a solid argument. No, we're not related.
Right.
I don't know. It depends on who. I guess it depends on who. Because
there's enough features to where y'all look related. I also think there's enough features to where you don't look related.
Maybe when we were younger, I feel like we got it more because we would pretty much
y'all looked way more alike as kids.
Dress the same, like
even
same
me and my brother.
Shaved head, like
me and my brother too.
Yeah,
I think me and my brother look closer to alike than y'all two look alike.
Okay, yeah.
Personally, and I don't even think we look that closely alike, especially now that I got
hair,
facial hair.
yeah.
He don't keep it.
Yeah.
His like the body build, the age gaps shows more. It just
Yeah.
When y'all were younger, for sure.
Yeah, when we were younger, it was harder to.
What do you think? The same, right? Like.
Yeah, I feel like people who aren't Abishai definitely are like, you guys are brothers. Because they just think we all look alike.
Yeah,
that's
they think so true.
They're like, all Ethiopians look the same anyways.
Oh yeah, like the big forehead.
Yeah. So they'll be like, you guys are related. But yeah, I've gotten that from people that are like, nah, you guys don't look, y'all don't look related.
Well, hope that answers your question, Abigail. We'll go ahead and end this off. Hey, that was a good
episode for Down a Man.
Smooth. Yeah. We were smooth with it. We had some good topics.
Yeah.
We miss you, Mello. We're gonna see you next week, man.
He'll be back.
Yep.
He'll be back. He'll clock back in.
Amen.
But we're watching those sick days.
I know, right? Yeah, bro.
You better not rack up them sick days, Mello.
You already spent it.
There's a limit.
You already spent it, bro. You used up your hours.
Shit.
You gotta accumulate some more.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to WeSoCultured, man.
Are we giving?
Huh?
How many hours of vacay time are we getting per episode?
I know, right?
Hey, be sure to like, comment, subscribe to WeSoCultured, man. What is it? Episode 15 in the books. You know, we're almost at 500 subs.
4 away.
We're 4 away from 500 subs. We were at like 40 subscribers a month ago.
We're at 496.
That's crazy.
We were only at 40 a month ago?
Yeah. Like about a month and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's April. We started in the end of June. I mean, the end of January. So
yep.
Yeah, because we popped off randomly.
Yeah, randomly. So
yep.
Hey, we appreciate all the support, man. Till next time.
Subscribe.
Yeah, man. Subscribe.
Right now.
Let's go. Great pod.
Subscribe.